Titties!
Hello. Let me just make sure I'm live. Okay. Yep, I'm live.
Yeah, we're
Ladies
live.
and gentlemen, welcome to what? The Level
Level
Up
Up
Podcast. There we are. Look at these
Yeah,
beautiful faces. What's up, guys?
Yo. Yeah, we started off this podcast by yelling titties.
Yeah.
You up here in this
That
bitch.
is what happened on mine.
Titties. Titties.
Good. That's
Welcome to the
how
show, ladies and gentlemen.
Hello.
that's how the listeners are gonna hear it for the first time when they're listening over their
Car
cellular
engines.
devices.
Their
On
mobile telecommunication devices.
Mobile
the Apple
telecommunications.
iTunes, the Spotify, or Google Play. All they're gonna hear
Spotify.
is titties.
Oh man.
Man, that's like the
Well, anyways.
that's like the Spotify ads where it's just like
It is.
I'm gonna fuck your bitch in the asshole, baby. And then all of a sudden at the end of that you go buy this.
I can't even sing this. It's too offensive. I
Don't
can't
even know what's going on.
I belt when I'm driving down the road. I belt.
You belt.
There you
And
go.
I can't belt
Like
that.
like your
It's like
kids?
when I'm rapping. Yeah, it's like when I'm singing a rap song and they use the N word, and it's like no. And I look around first, make sure there's nobody looking.
N-word.
Yeah, and then I don't actually say it. I say N word.
Liar. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, that's how we start a podcast off. Welcome, everybody hanging out today at the Level Unlock Podcast, episode 17, the wild card playoffs, baby.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We're in.
That's what they
We're
say.
in.
17 weeks in.
17
Heck yeah,
weeks
That's a
man.
lot of weeks.
It is 17
Yeah.
weekers.
Can we give a quick shout out to
12,
all of our
16.
fans overseas that somehow stumbled
heck yeah,
upon
man.
this?
Hello,
Bonsoir,
everyone who's watching.
everyone
Fucking
from France,
Brazil. Heck yeah, man. We got Canada, we got Brazil, we got New England,
New England,
France. New England.
Motherfucking New England is a part
Sorry.
of the U.S.
It is. My bad. Sorry, not New England. England.
Well, we still have
London.
people from New England that listen too, though. So thank you.
Oh
guys.
yeah, we do. We do have people from New England, so it's
Well, yeah,
thanks
thanks,
Boston. I
yeah.
appreciate you guys.
Fuck Boston.
Mhm. Boston.
So we got Canada. We got Canada, Brazil, London, France.
Well, here, let
was
me-
it Belgium?
Here, let me pull it up.
Well, something like that. That was absolutely huge.
I got that.
He's gonna pull it up. While he's doing that really quick, welcome to Level Unlock Podcast. 17 weeks in a row, providing you
17?
the most epic news, fun, and pure randomness that the internet has to provide.
It's been
Thank you for
17
everyone.
weeks, man.
It
That's
has been 17 weeks.
I can't even think
Okay,
of any other
alright.
thing that I have done 17 weeks in a row.
So,
Yeah, me neither. It's insane.
You?
so
No,
in the
me
past,
neither.
I think it's 30 days. All right.
What?
In the past 30 days, we've had
Okay.
people from the U.S., Brazil, Germany, France, and Sweden.
Boom.
We've got
And on top-
international.
Heck yeah, man. And then prior to that, we
We had Canada.
we had London and Canada.
Well, London's a city.
Well, it said London, but London, England.
Okay.
But when I clicked it, that's what it said.
Really?
That's cool.
Yeah.
Well, hey, look at us. We're cool guys.
We're cool.
Or it might have said it was either London, England, or United Kingdom. I don't remember which one it was. It was probably United Kingdom. I don't remember. But nevertheless, thank you for discovering this podcast and listening to it in its entirety, actually,
Mhm.
which is cool because I think the majority of people who listen to us actually have listened to our podcast in its full length.
I'm sorry.
It
at
tells you that.
times.
Yeah. So yeah, I do
That's
apologize about the
dedication.
3 hours. It is.
That's fucking dedication. I listened to a
It is.
podcast the other day that was like 5.5 hours. I'm like, ooh, this is great. Well, because it's like, okay,
no.
I go to work, I listen to it. That's about a half hour. Come home. That's another half hour. Go to work.
Yeah.
Come home. Go to work. Come home. I don't listen to Spotify anymore. I just listen to fucking podcasts.
Yeah,
I know.
it's insane. It's super exciting and humbling to know that even people obviously here in the United States, but outside of the United States have stumbled upon our little production here and have actually enjoyed it. So that's 235 downloads overall in our inaugural history,
Our first. Yeah.
which is absolutely freaking huge. Yeah, so over the past, from April 29th till now, the retention and the duration has been 100%. That means 100% of the people are listening to the whole thing.
What? That can't be right.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah. It's
If that is accurate, that's pretty damn. That's cool.
32% listened on the Podbean app. 32% from Spotify. 16% from Apple. 13% from OKHTTP, which I don't know what that is. 5% from Chrome, and then 2% from other sources. So I didn't realize Spotify was such a big podcast thing.
Oh yeah, it is growing. It
Yeah.
wasn't known for that at first, but yeah, it's getting there, man.
I check this shit like multiple times a day, and I just see it like the pie charts so much. I forgot to tweet out that we're recording.
Yeah, me too. Yeah, episode 2 is #1 episode with 27 downloads. How gaming has changed the world. Our second most popular is
God, that was
episode
back
10.
Was that the pre-Jeff days?
No, Jeff was on that one because
Was
he
he?
was on. He wasn't on the first.
I think
episode.
I just
He
missed
was
the
on
first one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he was on the second one.
Yeah, you guys adopted me the second week.
Yeah. The level GTA 5 when Schroeder started talking about GTA 5. That's our second most. Episode 1 is the third, and then from there it cascades. We average about 12 to 15 views or downloads per episode outside of those top 3.
That's
which is
nice.
still big.
It's pretty good. I mean, we keep doing it.
It's still even, so it's not like one has like under a certain amount. They're all in the same realm except for the top 3. The top 3 have way more.
Yeah, they do.
Which is absolutely huge. So thank you all for that. Thank you very, very, very much. We haven't introduced ourselves yet, so you might
No, we haven't.
get on to that.
Yeah.
What were
If
you
you
gonna
are
say, James?
new to the Level Unlock podcast, ladies and gentlemen, allow me to introduce you to one of my best friends of all time, Mr. J. Captain Geach Walker. Next to him on my screen, anyways, maybe not your guys's, but another good buddy of mine from another mother. We have ourselves Germs People I Hate Studios. What's good, Barbara?
Hello.
Hearts.
Hearts.
Love. Hello, everybody. Welcome. What were you gonna say, James? You were gonna say something. Then I said we didn't introduce ourselves yet.
We'll talk about it. I just remembered something. We'll talk about it after the podcast.
Word. So
And I am Splash Screen Schroeder. I am done.
I was about to say, what's your name, Schroeder? You haven't said your own name yet.
Splash Screen Gaming. Welcome to the show.
Mr. Sir Sleeves himself.
Oh, yeah.
So,
All up your sleeves production.
Schroeder, how is your day going? How is your week?
My day was great, my buddy. My day was a wonderful day. You know what I did today?
What'd you do today?
I went fat mode. I ate some food.
There you go.
Hang out at my friend. My boss invited me to come hang out for a Memorial Day thing.
There you go.
Got a lot of laughs in. It was a good time. I'm very full right now. Other than that, you already know what I've been doing. I've been working on that GTA 5 server. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, beautiful people out there, and my buddies here? We are live. We are out of beta.
Mm.
And
Yeah, we are.
at least I think so. And you know what?
Shit.
Even if not everything is it's amazing nonetheless. It's
in
there's
early
a few little
access.
things here and there. Yeah, it's in early access. You get early access, and I'll tell you what, if you're gonna get in there, you should get in there soon because
Shit's gonna be fucking lit. And
it is gonna be lit. It is gonna be cool. I think it will be. I hope it is. I think it will be. My buddy Mark has put so much energy into this thing. It's insane. I've helped. I've done what I can. I try. I'm a try hard, as they say.
Fucking
But,
try hard.
Yeah, but he's the one that really has been spearheading the whole concept. So I haven't even looked at my Twitch yet. I don't know if anybody's there yet. But he usually hangs out with us on the show too.
Yeah, he
sometimes as Veal. But that's all I've been really up to, man. Other than that, just working a whole bunch and trying to be awesome. That's it.
And make sure if you do want to join, you hit up Mr. Schroeder at Splash Screen Gaming on any of the platforms. Really, you can message him on Twitch, YouTube, Twitter,
Instagram, all those
Instagram,
things. I
as
probably
well
should
as-
check those.
as well as if you would like, feel free to email us at levelunlockpodcast@gmail, and we will relay the message, or even
Nice.
hit us up on our Twitter.
Well, you guys are on the server too.
We
Yep,
are. So
we
you
sure
can,
are.
you can hit us
And-
up too.
Oh yeah.
And Walker's
Yeah.
like yo, Geach, you're one of the beta testers.
And yeah, that's true. You can realistically hit any of us up, and we can definitely throw you that
Application.
the application because it is fun. There's a lot to do. There really is.
And there's gonna be so much more. There's so
Oh,
much
yeah.
more. You know what I'm working on right now?
What are you working on?
Fucking taco truck. Whose server has a taco truck?
Boom.
I have not seen one.
That's fucking amazing.
I haven't finished it, but I'm working on it now.
I drove by
No,
a
there's-
pad
there's-
thai
there's
truck
tacos.
to work the other day. I was like, oh man, I could really go for some pad thai right
Really?
now out of a food truck.
It's probably phenomenal.
I'm noticing there's a lot more food trucks around here. Like in the past
Oh, it's a
year.
huge
and-
business. You don't have to pay for rent.
Mm-mm.
You literally pay for the fucking. I don't know what you even pay for. Gas.
gas,
like-
the license to do that, the upkeep on the
Yeah.
vehicle.
Like food trucks are huge. Like there's a food truck down here. We're getting off a tangent, but that's what we do here. Down my road, there's an empty lot, and a guy literally brings his truck. I'm guessing it's some kind of Mexican restaurant.
Ole.
But he puts up a tent. He has like five or six like $5 tables from Walmart, plastic chairs, sets them up under the tent, and every day at noon and 5 o'clock, every single seat is full.
Damn. Well,
And
yeah.
literally, he's just parking in an empty lot,
Hey.
like in an empty. I'm guessing there was a business there that got torn down or something, but it's at the corner of one of the busiest streets here,
Smart.
and it's jamming all the time. And he's super smart too because it's next to one of the busier car washes that you don't
Oh.
get in your car. You have to get out of your car.
So they go over
um,
there and grab some
and
food
they-
while their car's getting
Yeah,
detailed.
It's
while they're waiting.
fucking genius.
That is genius.
Because it takes a little bit because your car gets washed and then they clean it, the inside and out of it. It's all part of this. It's like $30. So while they're waiting, they go over to this dude who literally is paying. I guarantee this. I don't know if he's paying some kind of fee to be in that lot. I highly doubt it. But yeah, food trucks. That's huge. Like that's ingenious. You can make a shit. If you have good enough food on a food truck, you're not paying any. You're not paying any
You're
rent
not
for a
paying
building.
overhead. Yeah.
You just literally got to pay for the truck to move from point A to point B every day, and then boom, you're good. Doesn't Erie have like food truck festivals or something?
Yeah, they do.
nowadays.
Yeah. Yeah, we have
That's what I thought.
every
Really?
year. Yeah, every year we have a food
Yeah.
truck festival or thing.
Yeah, it gets fucking bigger and bigger.
Yeah, like I don't remember ever seeing any food trucks when I was younger, and then I would say in the past like year or so, I've like last year I just started seeing them just pop up here and there.
Well,
Captain,
even on what's
Captain,
up?
will you
Yeah.
right-click James's face and turn his volume up a little bit?
Yeah.
hmm
Oh, is my volume?
I had to bring him up too. Yeah, I think it was from. I think it was from when you didn't have the thing on. I turned you down a long time ago. I never
yeah.
turned you back up.
There we
Yeah,
go.
that makes sense.
Yeah, so you were a little bit quiet. But we're good.
Okay. Good.
All right, you were saying about the food truck thing.
But yeah, isn't like on State Street and Peach Street randomly like at the mall and shit. Don't they have food trucks there just chilling?
Outside
Yep.
the bars all the time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Anywho, but yeah, his server though, it's gonna be fun as shit. It's gonna be fun. There's a lot of stuff to do. It's insane how many
Yeah.
different little things. We found some super secret fucking bunkers
Nice.
that basically can be mob.
I was up
Yeah.
until 8 in the morning. I think it was a little later than that last night. I found a
Discovering
list
these things?
online. Yeah, I found a list online that had a bunch of coordinates, so I went to a bunch of them.
Oh,
Some
that's
of them
cool.
were really broken, so I didn't add them, but I have a list of like 15, 20 places that
Nice.
had no idea they were there. So
In the
I'm
middle of
super
the ocean,
stoked.
he found a giant aircraft carrier, like a military
Oh.
aircraft carrier,
that's cool.
found in the middle of the ocean.
I played for that. I played with that race that was out there too.
Did you figure it out? Did it work?
It works. Actually, it was very helpful that it was there because it confirmed that I can build the parachuting races now.
So
That's
what was
what I-
that race?
It's nothing. It's just a blip that's out there. But
I got you.
But I flew a helicopter over to it, jumped out, pulled out my parachute. As soon as I got in there, I hit the E button and it started the race. And then so that tells me that we can have parachute races. It's gonna be awesome, bro.
Yeah, there was a random car race in the middle of the ocean, like 3,000 feet in the air.
Race?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we downloaded a resource, and when you download them, the guy that built them, typically they go where the person who built them in the first place wanted them to be.
Mm-hmm.
So we had to move a couple of them because we don't want people flying through the city.
Yeah.
So we've been adjusting them to make it more, work better with what our goals are.
Somewhere like in the middle of the fucking highway and shit.
Right. Yeah, right, literally in the center of the highway, and it's just like. And then there was this one that's out in the middle of the ocean. So I'll as soon as I open that file up and I look at it, I'll know exactly where it is because it's the only one that's like negatives 3,500 x coordinate.
Yeah,
it's fucking hilarious. I'm out there on the aircraft carrier, and I'm looking up. I'm like, why does it tell me that I can fucking join a race right now? And I fucking get on an airplane and I fly to it. It's literally 3,000 feet in the air. I was like, that's not supposed to be there. But no, there's gonna be a lot to do. A lot of different jobs, a lot of different things. Surprised I haven't been fired from a cop yet because I robbed a bunch of banks and jewelry stores.
Yeah. It's science. You did it in the name of science, is what it is.
Yep.
I did it for testing.
And then we have a handful of like custom scripted ones too. So
I might have accidentally kept the money from it, but nevertheless,
accidentally.
Yeah, and I might have accidentally bought a car and customized it with the money, the dirty money.
Accidentally.
It's a nice car.
We won't go into that.
Car. His car is super sick. My buddy Aimright has a car that's just nasty.
Yeah, I didn't see his car, but I heard him when I got on yesterday talking about it. How about you, James? How was your week?
It was pretty uneventful. Played more Days Gone. I streamed Wednesday. I think it was for like 4 hours, 5 hours almost.
Yeah.
Just Days Gone.
Watching you play Days Gone is actually really fun. The graphics in that are pretty fucking neat.
Okay, so people have been shitting on Days Gone. I've been seeing like some things on it, like people don't like it.
It's getting some really bad reviews lately.
But I'm really enjoying it. I thoroughly enjoy that game.
I don't know why it's getting bad reviews like a month after it came out. Like, yeah,
I don't know.
I seen that too. Like randomly, it's starting to get like really crappy reviews. I don't understand. It's been out for a month.
Yeah.
Yeah. You figured those would have came out a little while ago.
You would think. I don't know. Maybe it's just I don't know. I don't get it.
People being stupid.
Probably. Let's see. I beat Katamari Damacy Rerolled, and I'm currently working on the script for the review for that.
Nice.
So that's fun. And I completed this anime called Your Lie in April, that I was going to do an anime corner about this week, but
next week.
But I am not emotionally ready to do it this week. I am not. I'm still a little upset.
James told me to watch it, so I'm gonna watch it this week and knock it out, and then we'll discuss it next week. He says it's a fucking tearjerker for sure.
Schroeder, do you have Netflix?
Mm-hmm.
It's on Netflix.
What's it called? I'm sorry.
Your Lie in April.
Your Lie in April?
Yeah. Lie as in you're a liar. LYE. Yeah, it's only like 22 episodes. I blew through that shit in 2 days.
In April?
April, like the month. God,
The most beautiful and emotional shigatsu wa kumiu no wasuwasa time.
Let me tell you, man. I was dreading watching going to watch the final 2 episodes because I didn't know how I was going to react to it, and I bawled like a little bitch.
Didn't you say we can't have YouTube videos on our streams anymore? Or something like that? Joe Rogan was talking about it the other day.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
Probably.
I don't even care.
Shit, but...
Go ahead. You can demonetize my videos, but I don't even care.
Yeah,
I put up a video.
Yeah, it's absolutely fantastic. It's beautiful.
Is it English sub or is it actually in English?
English. I watched the English sub. Or the English dub.
I'm getting his music from it, bro.
Yeah, it's very music heavy. Because it's about a pianist.
Okay.
You hear a lot of classical music, and boy,
cool.
is it beautiful. Like, just the sound of it. They put some heart and soul into it.
Aniplex.
I'm gonna watch it and we'll discuss it next
we're
week.
gonna talk about it.
Yeah. I met the girl under a full bloom cherry blossom, and I couldn't read the rest of it. It went to
Cowrie.
Don't start it, Schroeder.
And my fate has begun to change. You're lying ass in April. Fucking liars. I hate liars.
I hate it.
Making them cry.
I hate that fucking show, but I love it.
Yeah?
I hate
Tell
it.
Tell Schroeder why you were late today. He didn't hear it.
Oh no, he didn't hear it. So okay.
No.
So Walker's being a little bitch, being like, "Oh, let's start the podcast early." Oh.
Oh, that's why you were late?
Yeah. So
No, that wasn't it. But
so
that was
Walker's
fucking
being
hilarious.
a little bitch,
That though.
texting us in our little group chat. He's like, "Yo, fucking, let's get on the podcast. Let's do an early one today." And I text him. I'm like, "Yeah, I'm gonna be a while." So there's this kid at work. His name is Donovan, and I guess in his college, like him and a bunch of people were doing a thing where you would try to assassinate, heavy quotes, other people. So Schroeder, I don't know if you ever played the Assassin's Creed games, like the online multiplayer.
No, but I'm pretty confident I know where you're going with this.
Okay, so for those who've played it, you'll understand the rules, but for those who don't, so you are just a person, you're roaming around. Someone has you as their target, okay? But and then you have someone else as your target. And so you have to try to assassinate them without trying to be assassinated.
I want to add that to my server. I want to figure out how to do that
There
in
you
the
go.
GTA server.
That'd be kind of cool.
Figure it out.
Yeah.
Well, I'm your affiliate. Like your job is to kill me. My job is to kill James, and James's job is to kill you. But we don't know that's supposed to happen.
Yeah.
That's kind of cool.
Keep going, Edgerton.
So you have to get hit with like water guns. All right. If you get hit with a water gun, you're eliminated. So these kids.
Tell him what he win.
You win. Like,
What do you win?
$2,000 is the prize.
Which is pretty good.
$2,000.
That's pretty nice. What are we doing this for? Why are we podcasting? We need to do this for that. I want to do that.
So Donovan was hanging out, and I guess these kids decided to roll up at work. Okay, so
Okay.
so we're just chilling. We're thinking of different ideas. Like pretty much everyone's just thinking of different ideas on how to get Donovan out of our building at the end of the night without him getting eliminated. Because we gotta help our boy out.
Right, of course.
We gotta help.
James
the
said
boy
that
out.
they were chilling at Best Buy for like 4 hours waiting for him to be freed
Yeah,
up.
they were. There
There should be a rule against that. You can't come to my
Yeah.
place of employment.
These kids
What's wrong
were
with
hanging
you?
out. They even called the store earlier, and seeing if he was
Is
there.
Donovan working?
Yeah.
Yes.
We just wonder if he can come out and play.
Yes, so we were.
boy.
So they were chilling outside for like 3 goddamn hours.
Yeah.
So we came up with this beautiful idea. All right.
What's your beautiful idea? Go ahead, tell
So
me.
our buddy Mike, MZ, was going to get into Donovan's car and drive it to
Okay.
Get-Go.
Okay.
And while Donovan hops into my car, where I was stationed outside of the front doors, he would hop into my car and I would drive to Get-Go.
I love this idea,
so they
by the
can
way.
do the swap. And then I would bring Mike Zach back to the store so he can grab his car, and then Donovan can go and everything.
And no one would ever know.
No one would ever know.
God, you're cool.
Psych.
So I scope
What?
out the place earlier. I get done with work. I scope out the place. I scope around, and I see these fuckers in that like little strip mall right behind the store. Okay.
Okay, I know what
see
you're
these
talking
fuckers
about.
hanging out there, and I see one walking towards the door. So I immediately give a call to Mike. I'm like, "Yo, we got a bogey coming towards the front. We got a bogey to the front." And he's like, "All right, man." So one of the rules is you can't go into the person's place of business, and you can't get them while they're on their own property or at
And
school.
you shouldn't lurk around their parking lot. Like, well, I guess if that's all you're doing, though, if you go from like, I go from work to home, I mean, that's
Yeah.
fine. I mean, what are you gonna do? Catch him on it? Okay.
So I'm waiting. The dude, the one dude scurries off because he notices me. He knows that he's got.
Yep.
So
I've been
Donovan bolts into my car. Like, we open the door. I put on some 6 sunglasses. I'm recreating Baby Driver at this point.
Fucking amazing.
And I get right out of the parking lot. I turn onto Peach, go right to the back of Getco, and I'm just camped there. We park the car. We're hiding. We're hiding right behind the building. There's no way these fuckers
You
can
get my
get us.
heart beating. I'm over here, the anticipation, what's going to happen next.
Donovan calls Mike.
Killing me.
Donovan calls Mike.
Okay.
Yo, where you at? Are they following you? Yes, they're right on my ass. They're like tailgating me at this point. All right, shit. We need to think of another plan. Mike's like, I'm going to try to lose him. So he's trying to lose him.
It's a lot harder in real life than it is in Grand Theft
It
Auto.
is a lot harder in real life.
Way harder.
Especially when I said that they were at that strip mall behind the store, this girl Kristen, we got her to try to block them with her car by parking literally in front of them. They just drove on the sidewalk and went around her. So,
Oh, man.
So-
Okay. We got elite level here.
yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Oh no. So these guys were following, and I'm like, okay, why don't we? I look at Donovan. I'm like, all right, here's the deal. Let's throw an audible real quick. Let's go to the movie theater. There's a lot of cars there. We won't stand out. We'll blend in. They already know what my car looks like. We can hide there, wait, and then hopefully Mike can get him out, shake him. So we go to the movie theater, and we're waiting. We were calling Mike. You know, we're calling Kristen. We're seeing what's going on. We want to know what's going on. Kristen pulls up next to us. Mike's like, yo, we're at Coat Fair. We're at Coat Fair. They're right here. I can't block them. I'm trying to hope.
Coat Fair is a gas station
Yeah, it's
for
a gas
anybody
station.
out of
Yeah.
the country that doesn't know.
Country Fair. It's a
Anyone outside of Pennsylvania,
pretty
really?
much that whole
Yeah.
the Northeast.
Yeah.
So they're chilling right there. So then Kristen leaves, and she tries to block him over at Country Fair. So we're just.
So she's
hanging
going
out.
for the second block.
She's going for the second block. She can't do it because they're at a pump. They're at a gas pump.
Okay.
So she can't really just block him.
Fucking ram that shit right into the gas pump.
That's what I would do. I would just drive my car right into that shit, blow it all up, then I would just revive down the street or something.
Yeah.
I'll wait for the timer. It might cost me
Gotta
my
put-
weapons,
wait the
but...
15
God mode
minutes.
cheat on. Just God mode cheat. Jump out of your car. Let
Yeah,
it fly
couldn't Donovan just no-clip through the fucking app? Oh, this is real life. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, it's close.
Forgot how much different that is.
It's so much different. So then we go to Home Depot because we're like, all right, let's try to get to Home Depot. Maybe we can figure out something. We get to Home Depot. The parking lot's like almost completely fucking empty. I'm like, shit.
And that would be a hardware store.
Yes.
You would figure with the name of like Home Depot, that sounds
Yeah.
pretty hardware
That-
store.
that's
but still.
everywhere.
Well, I always thought it was DePot. I thought they sold pot there for the longest time. But that's what my mom
Jesus
told me.
Christ.
Yeah. Old Country Buffet. Old Country Buffet.
Buffett, Warren Buffett.
All right, so keep going. I'm
So we're
dying
hanging out
over
there.
here.
We're hanging out at Home Depot. We're trying to figure out everything that's going on. My phone's blowing up. Donovan's phone's blowing up. We're making calls left and right. We're like, holy shit, dude, this is fucking crazy. We need to figure this out. They don't know where we're at. Donovan's pursuers do not know where we are at. So we're completely safe. They didn't know that he got into my car and that we're, sneaking around everywhere. So I call my boss, Christina. All right. I call her because she wants to know what's going on too, because she's in on it too. I call her and I'm like, yeah, we're at Home Depot. We're camping out. We can't lose Mike. Mike can't shake him. She's like, oh shit. All right. Well, I'm still at work. Get into the install bay. I'm like, what do you mean?
That's
She's
fucking
drive
genius.
drive into the install bay and we'll do the swap inside there. They can't get us. I'm like, yeah. So I go into the install bay. Donovan's on the phone immediately with Mike, Zach, and Chris. And he's like, we're going to the install bay. Just meet us at the store. Meet us at work. So I basically almost drift into the install bay. So I get into the install bay. We're waiting. We're camping out. And we're like, all right. So Mike, Zach, we see him pulling in with them right on his ass. So
So
Mike,
crazy.
Zach,
That's when you
Mike,
just
Zach-
call the cops.
Mike Zach just pulls into the install bay. We close the doors. And then we're thinking, we're like, oh shit. And Kristen's there too. We're like, oh shit, what are we gonna do?
You would
Alright.
think if anyone outside of this sees this though, that
Yeah.
if someone's fucking pursuing somebody, that someone's gonna be like,
There's
and they
some
don't know,
shit
and they
going
don't know the
on,
precedence of
man.
this. Like, I guarantee someone would be calling the police.
So we're hanging out. I tell Donovan, I'm like, stay in there, hide. Because they're gonna be able to see you. So we close the bay doors. And we're like, all right, so here's the deal. Here's the plan. They kind of fuck off for a second. And we're like, all right, I'm going to block this way. Kristen, you block this way with our cars. So that gives Donovan room to get out. All right, let's do it. So we bolt to our cars as the guys were pulling around back. I'm like, fuck. All right. So then Christina decides to be a cheeky motherfucker and call the police. Or threaten to call the police.
Did she really?
She threatened to call the police on these guys. And I'm like, oh, that's good. That's fucking...
Like, that's not part of the game, but okay,
that's
that works.
fucking grand.
Better get out of here.
That's a
We're calling
great
the
idea.
cops.
That's a funny idea though. If you can get some, how many people are involved in this? What is
I have
this?
no idea.
Is this like a app or
Probably his whole-
something?
it's probably his whole school. Like, probably.
That would
Wait,
be a funny, dude. That would be a hilarious app. Where
Oh, it
I
would
mean,
be.
it's an invasion of privacy, but if you're on, I mean, if you sign up for it, then you're on board of that.
Yeah, you accept it.
But-
Yeah, you
shit.
Right.
accepted your fate.
Right, but it puts a ping on a map, and then
And
like you said,
it gives you like, this is your target for the day. Go to this
Yeah.
person, you assassinate them, you get this many points. At the end of the month, whoever has the most points from assassinations wins X amount of dollars.
oh yeah, or at least at the very minimum, yeah,
Or
or bragging
something.
rights or something,
Right,
you know,
right. You
yeah.
don't have to really win money. You can put money down if you want
Yeah.
to or something.
Oh, Mark's saying he used to play it in high school. His fraternity also did it with markers instead of squirt guns.
When Nicole was looking at college, we went to Bowling Green State University.
Yeah,
State
Bowling Green,
University.
Ohio.
And there's people walking around, like all of a sudden, like there's a group of us all like looking to go to the college, and all of a sudden two people come in, two of the students come into the group in the middle and hide, and they're ducking down walking. We're like, what's going on? They're like,
Just play
oh,
along.
it's and they have squirt guns, and we're like, what's going on? Like, oh, it's humans versus zombies. I'm like, what is this? I'm like, yeah, it's an annual thing that we do for about 2 weeks. Currently, there's 4,000 people that are signed up. That one person gets nominated to start as a zombie, and the other people have squirt guns, and their job is to kill the zombie. But if the zombie touches you, you become a zombie. And
I love it.
That's
If
great.
you die as a zombie, like if you get shot as a zombie, you're eliminated from the game.
Shit, that could end quick.
Yeah. So, but that's why you got to be sneaky though.
Mhm.
So that's why the zombies have to like lurk around and not be seen. But you do have like a wristband. You have to wear a thing on your arm at all times.
Okay.
And if you die, there was a thing in it. If a zombie dies, it's like you have to stay in the spot that you're at for, I think it was like either 5 or 10 minutes. And if another zombie comes and taps you, you're revived. If you don't, you're eliminated completely from the game.
Wow.
Yeah, and
I
it
love
was.
it.
Yeah, they were like, yeah, currently there's about 4,000 people
Jesus
playing this.
Christ.
You got to think Bowling Green's huge though,
Yeah.
so but yeah, it was insane. Yeah, there was two people, two humans that had the squirt guns that were hiding because there was like 15 zombies
Oh my
looking
god.
for these two people.
Oh my god. That's clutch right there.
Yeah, so they ended up getting away from them and literally hid in our group, and they were like, shh, just ignore us. And we kind of like, we didn't say anything, and then the tour guide actually told us what's going on. And then they were like, yeah, there's about 15 zombies chasing us right now. So
That's funny.
I really like that idea. That's pretty cool,
That's
man.
a fantastic idea.
I was like, that's awesome. That's amazing. And they were like, yeah, because the zombies ultimately at the end start outnumbering the humans.
Well, yeah.
So, but yeah, I don't think you don't win any like money things out of it, but it's just a fun thing to do. Yeah, the guy was saying how it started
That's
off
great,
as like,
dude.
the guy was saying how it started off with like a couple people, and then literally in a couple years it just blew up to this
Jesus.
massive thing.
That's rad.
I was
That
like,
is
that's
pretty
amazing.
damn cool. Yeah.
Yeah, it was, humans versus zombies. I was like, that's absolutely amazing.
That's epic. But yeah, long story
Yeah.
short, Donovan was able to escape just fine. Mission accomplished. We'll get him. We
Bam.
did great.
That's awesome. That's hilarious.
That's why I was like, yeah, no, we're not.
Yeah, like-
I'm busy.
Oh yeah, they're like, yeah, it's completely worth it. And I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
At first, I thought it was like I wasn't if there was like an after work event type thing like the store usually does.
Not anymore, but yeah.
Do you
Yeah,
guys
I
not
was
do those
get-
anymore? I haven't heard.
I was getting my dick sucked in the parking lot from an Asian hooker.
At first, I'm like, at first I was like, this
What the
motherfucker's
fuck?
getting. At first, I'm like, this motherfucker's getting laid. Heck yeah, James. And I'm like, no, that's not true. It's like,
Ouch.
I'm sorry.
Fucker.
I'm just messing.
Besides,
I'm
I
just
wouldn't
messing.
fucking tell you, you fuck.
Yeah, that's true. You wouldn't. Yeah, you would.
Yeah, I would. You'd be
You
the
would.
first
Brag
person.
about it.
You would
I
be
was
the
like, yeah, you would.
You'll be the first person that I text. I would text you. If you just randomly get a text from me that's just a high five, you know what's up.
I was like, yeah, you would definitely tell me get the fuck out of here. That's why I'm like, no, that's not it. It's hilarious. But that has to, I'm guessing that's probably for a school or like maybe like a church or
School.
something. I don't know. Well, no, I would say churches probably wouldn't do the assassination.
I don't know, man.
It's like,
Churches can be pretty crazy. I mean, they do drink the blood of Jesus.
Ding, 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 ding. Oh my god, that shit's nasty. Fucking
Yeah,
growing up
so-
Catholic all those years. Ugh.
So, yeah, that was my week.
Sounds like
I
a pretty
like it.
productive week, man.
Pretty productive back end, tail end of the week.
I like it. That's a
Yeah.
good way to. Well, technically a good way to start the week too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I
That's hilarious.
mean, this is like next week, but I am helping my buddy start up a podcast next week, so that's gonna be cool.
Nice.
That's
On
cool.
Tuesday.
What's that about?
It's a Steelers podcast, Pittsburgh Steelers. He has questions about how to set it up.
Nice.
So I'm.
Well, good luck to him.
It's yeah. So it's
Good
that's gonna be fun.
luck.
That's gonna be fun.
Well, good shit, man. Good shit. Well, for myself, pretty unproductive week for the most part. Been playing oh no, it's actually not. Playing Schroeder's server, helping him out, which is phenomenal.
I
did
appreciate the
this-
assistance.
Oh yeah, I played that
I did
once.
I did discover some other servers.
Oh yes, tell us about those.
Oh
I
yeah,
stumbled-
that one.
I stumbled upon a server that had over 800 people in it. Oh my god! First
That
off,
is nuts. And open mic was on or something.
yes. So first off, it took forever to load because there's 1,000 mods in this game plus.
Oh, I
Didn't you
bet.
say like literally? This isn't like an over exaggeration. It
No.
really did have that's nuts.
Yeah.
You must have to
No.
have like some sort of crazy fucking system to be
Well,
able to do all that.
So all of these servers that I found that had like a shit ton of people in it, they were all overseas. None of them were the United States. So the majority of them don't talk English. So I found a couple of them and it's straight fucking German, Russian.
Nice.
I'm like, okay, I'm leaving now. I don't know what people are saying. So I get in after it fucking takes 20 years to load. I load at the very top, on the opposite end of the city. So I load in, and all of a sudden on my map, it's blip, 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 and it's houses. It's house, 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 house. Literally every single building in that map you could buy.
Jesus,
Like every single one.
that's crazy.
So I zoom out just because I'm curious, and literally it's all green. The majority,
The whole map is just.
yeah.
I wonder if it stays like that until you get an apartment, and then
I
once you
don't know.
get your apartment, it gets rid of them. I would
Yeah,
super
was-
hope so. That would be annoying as heck, man.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it was literally all green. I didn't stay in very long because the ping was 999.
Oh, good lord.
That's a big thing.
So it was awful. So I get in, and all I hear was, it's gonna get loud for a second. All I hear is,
Even your microphone was like,
Yeah,
no.
even your microphone's like now.
It cut out. It was
Oh,
like,
good.
We got
But
the,
that's all.
we got the gist.
yeah, we got it.
All you hear is people screaming and yelling, blah
Fuck
blah
your
blah blah blah.
mother!
I'm like, okay, this is fucking intense. Like, over here, guys, this way. Oh no, like there's this going on. Come over here. This go here. Do that. Do this. I'm like, okay, I don't know if fucking open mic is on or there's literally so many people in my area that my mic is just picking up their conversations.
That's a lot of people to be in one map.
Yeah,
it
that's
was
huge.
it was fucking insane. And all you hear is brr, brr, boom 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 brr, brr, boom 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 boom, fucking bullets and explosions and
God.
sirens.
Like a war zone.
That's all I hear. It's just fucking
New war zone,
explosions,
who's
bullets,
this?
and sirens. It was fucking. It was wild. So I get out of that one. So I'm like, okay, this is crazy. So I go to another one. I go to the one on the 5M server, the one that Schroeder uses. It was a full server. It was 32 people. So I got in.
Oh, Psychos?
Yeah.
That's another good one.
So, well, no, it wasn't that one, but I did find one. This is the one where the guy was yelling at the people.
Oh, okay.
So I get into it, and all of a sudden I get in, and the administrator, the admin, is screaming at his server. Like screaming, like, you guys don't know how to behave, and I'm not gonna do anything you guys ask until you guys know how to fucking grow up. It's your responsibility to read the fucking rules, and if you don't, that's your own damn fault, and you're gonna be banned. Until you learn how to act like adults, we aren't doing anything. I'm not taking any suggestions. We're gonna play this my way, and my way only. When you grow up and become adults, then I'll take your goddamn suggestions. Until then, this is how it's gonna be. Like, he's just screaming at his screaming at this guy. He's like, you need to do this. Whoa! I'm like, holy shit. I'm like, this is like insane right now. So I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna so I missed the first part, so I don't know what they did, but I'm guessing they were probably either just fucking
Doing whatever, breaking RP.
doing whatever, just fucking probably killing people galore, doing something they weren't supposed to do. For this admin just to go ham on his people. And it was funny. And then so he got off, and then you started hearing people chatting and shit. But I was like, holy shit.
Well, I mean, like, at first I was thinking, like, that's not really cool that he's, but then I started thinking about it, and I'm like, well, the dude probably put a ton of time into it, probably put a lot of energy into it, and if you got people dicking around, like, there's got to be a balance
each other
between,
for no reason and shit.
Right. Well, and it's not even so much that. It's what I think what it comes down to is, and that is the root cause of it. But the problem with it is that when people RDM, what is that, real time deathmatch or whatever they call it, real deathmatch, those people go and bother the admins.
Yeah.
And the admins ain't trying to deal with that. And that's probably what kept
happening.
happening. Is people just probably kept getting RDM'd, and they're like, this guy won't leave me alone. You know what I mean? Like, over and over and over again. So,
Probably.
I mean, and like I
Probably
said, the
sounds
dude's
like
got
a bunch of shitholes.
He probably has better things to do.
Probably.
You know what I mean?
He probably
Yeah,
has,
it was.
needs to like fix the server, or do a bunch of different shit, or
Because there's
Yeah,
always
he
stuff
was-
to do.
Dude, that guy, he was going off. Like,
Yeah.
he was like, I'm not doing anything you guys say. I don't care. You guys can stop asking me until you guys
kick rocks.
He was like, he literally said, until you guys grow up and become adults, we're doing things my way. I'm like, damn.
Can I get some
Yeah.
dangs in chat for that? Jesus.
Dang.
I was like, shit. I was like, okay. So I applied for the shits and giggles, 2 of the bigger servers just to see if I can get in, but I haven't heard anything yet. So
Well, I hope you get it, man.
Yeah.
I'm not hopeful. I don't know how to fucking answer some of the questions. Some of the questions are stupid.
yeah.
And I don't think they were elaborate enough. But man, some of the things, like the application things, are just
It's
They're
like applying for a
stupid long.
job.
yeah. It's
Well, even
stupid
ours
long.
is a little bit.
Well, yeah, yours was up there too. But some of these ones you had to rate fucking like it was dumb. I didn't like it.
Here's write this 15-page essay on why you should join.
Yeah, I know, right? So that was essentially the root of my my week. I got off tomorrow, which is pretty
Nice.
legit.
I don't go until 3, so I basically have tomorrow off.
There you go. It's gonna be at that point. It's gonna be dead. Probably.
Oh yeah, I'm sure tomorrow's gonna be super dead.
I think in the
Tomorrow-
morning. It's Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is.
Happy Memorial Day for everyone. By the way,
Yep,
for
yep,
those
yep,
who are now. Oh, never mind. It's not midnight where
yet.
you guys are
Not
at.
yet. Not yet.
Close. But preemptively happy Memorial Day in case we don't make it to midnight, which I guarantee we will.
We will.
But
We will. Don't,
Yeah, we
don't
always
worry,
do.
We will.
yeah. And I joined a couple new trail groups on Facebook. I want to go on an adventure and start finding snakes and shit. Because people keep posting pictures of like all these rattlesnakes and shit that they found, and I've yet to see
Why
one.
do you
Why
want
do
to
you
find
want-
one?
No, dude. You
Why?
will get bit.
What is it gonna?
Knowing
What
you,
is
you're
you? What are
going to
you
get
and a
bit.
snake?
You're gonna
What
go
are
all
you and a
Steve
goddamn
Irwin, get
rattlesnake?
fucking bit.
Right. What does the snake have for you?
Nothing.
Nothing. What do you have for the snake? Nothing. Why you
Walker,
gotta go with?
Walker, this really isn't a.
You're a brave You're a brave man.
This,
you
this
brave,
really
brave
isn't a
man.
podcast. It's an intervention for your stupid ideas.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
We
Well,
love
guess
you,
what? I'm gonna jump off
but
of a
you're
mountain.
a fucking idiot.
What's on
Um,
the bottom of the mountain? You need so quick.
Look up tarantula. Look up tarantula hawk.
No.
I saw one of those
No.
2 days ago.
I've seen
No,
those. You've
I've
seen one of
that-
those?
I've seen those.
I did. I see one yesterday.
Not in real life.
2 days
Oh,
ago.
my God.
Yeah.
Yo,
Here, I'll pull it up.
Fucking huge.
dude. That's a frightening thing.
Yeah, no, it's
Yeah.
terrifying.
When I moved down here, I had no idea what I was in store for when it comes to this type of thing. And I don't like bugs. I don't like bugs. I don't like snakes. I don't like fish.
that's
I don't
right.
like sharks. I don't like animals. I don't like nature. I'm not that guy.
Look at that fucking
other
thing
day-
just take out a goddamn that tarantula's spooking me.
They got
Fuck,
these
I
things
hate
are called
spiders.
palmetto bugs. Have you guys
Yeah.
ever heard of
What
these
is it
things?
called?
Palmetto bugs?
Palmetto bugs?
Look up a
Palmetto
palmetto bug.
Yeah.
Dude, first off, it don't matter how clean you are. You could be the cleanest motherfucker in the whole wide world.
What the fuck is
These
that?
things-
Holy shit, that's big.
The devil, bro. Literally Satan. So I wake up and I'm groggy
My
because I was up until
God.
8 in the morning working on the server. So I get up and I'm like, I'm gonna get me a snack because it's morning time and I need to put some, I need to put some fuel in my body. And I walk over to the fridge and I'm not even at the fridge yet, but I hear a noise.
Dude, that's the fucking
I look
worst.
around. I'm like, what the hell was that?
My god, that's
I go to open my fridge up.
fucking cock.
You ever see a scarab? You know what a scarab is?
Yeah.
Like the Egypt,
Holy
the Egyptian
shit.
bug?
Yeah.
Yeah. The devil. The devil. Dude, I pissed, shit, sneezed,
What?
and cried a little bit at the same time. I have no idea why I sneezed. But, oh, it was terrifying. I don't like bugs. I don't like the song either. Change this shit.
Oh.
But,
But yeah, that was
that one.
I was actually
Mother Nature
Yeah.
ain't playing, man. Ooh.
no, it's not. I was in the mountains. Well,
Yo, you
and
can
also
get
I
a,
see this fucking.
you can get a fucking cockroach shirt in Roblox that says "Live Cockroach Life"
That's funny.
from Palmetto Bug. It's not available for
Nope.
sale. Fuck.
No,
Palmetto bugs
They're
are
terrifying. They're huge.
They are
They're
fucking
like, dude, they're like,
gigantic.
they're like as big as half my face. They're like this
Yeah.
big.
No, it's fucking.
No, maybe
Yo,
not that big, but like,
have-
dude, they get big. They get
you
huge.
Have you guys ever seen the giant huntsman spider?
Probably
think
don't
so.
want to.
I've never seen one in
Here.
person.
Here, Google it. Giant huntsman spider. I've already looked at it before.
Oh my
These
gosh!
things
Why are
are
we even talking
fucking
about this?
crazy. That is-
What does this
I
have to
don't
do
like
with
it. That was a
gaming?
mistake. That was a fucking mistake. I hate
A
spiders.
huntsman spider?
Giant huntsman
Ugh.
spiders. All right.
Giant
So
huntsman.
Fucking
I-
covering the
Spider.
dude's toilet seat.
yeah.
No,
So
no,
here's-
that's gone already. I'm done with it
Here's-
already. That's
here's-
over.
Here's the thing,
no.
though. Okay, hold on. Here's the thing about the giant huntsman spider. Okay, they're in Australia. They're like, okay, so they're in Australia. They're fucking gigantic. They're one of the leading causes of death
No.
in there because they like to hide
Oh, yeah.
underneath. No, they like to hide like in their sun visor in your car, like underneath it. So
Oh, fuck
while you're
that.
driving, you just unload it, and there's a giant fucking spider in your lap, and you freak out and get into a car crash and die. But here's
so it has
still
nothing
bad
to
to
do with
laugh.
them biting you. It has nothing to do with
No.
poison. Cause an accident.
Here's the cool thing,
Car
though.
accident.
The giant huntsman spiders are totally chill to humans, and they're
really?
They're
docile?
they're docile, and they can't hurt you. Like even if
Nice.
it bites you, it's not like venomous or poisonous or whatever the fuck it is. They're like completely.
Oh yeah,
chill.
this dude's got one crawling on his
Yeah.
hand like it isn't nothing.
Yeah, and they're like
What do they eat?
insects,
Probably bugs.
and they don't run like typical spiders because of their long legs. They fucking gallop like horses.
That's probably fucking weird.
I'm done. I'm done. No more. No more. I'm done. Change the topic. We're talking about something else. I don't want to talk about this no more.
But yeah, it's oh,
It was
Jesus,
a guy
that's
opening
fucking-
up an egg sack.
Oh,
Let's talk about food or something. Just not this. I don't care. What you talking
So have you
about?
guys ever eaten a tarantula before?
Oh, why
Oh.
did I even? I don't know, man. Food's the first thing came to my brain, I guess. Ugh.
fucking
God,
fucking Fear Factor.
I fucking hate spiders, man.
They're not even from Earth. How could Earth make that?
Yeah.
That's like not something Earth makes. It should.
God-
I think they
Gross.
came down on asteroids.
God did not create this creature.
God wouldn't. Why would he do that? He didn't. Why would he wouldn't do
No.
that?
No,
He makes nice things.
Like
Gross.
platypi.
Hey, I have a friend that really is that girl that
Yep,
used to work at
yep,
Best Buy still
yep,
working there?
Yep. Yep.
What's her name? Give her a plug. Give her a plug for all those
Uh,
spider lovers out there.
Payton's
Payton?
Tarantulas on YouTube.
Yeah. Was it PAD again?
PAYDEN and then tarantulas.
she actually works at a pet store now.
Good. She fucking needs to. She didn't. Ugh.
She's evolved to more than just spiders. She's got like a bunch of birds and shit.
Oh yeah, she's got a bunch of stuff now.
Jesus
Which is
Christ, she
huge.
made a
Every-
crazy ass cat lady someday.
Every time, no. She's the
Could be worse
crazy
than that.
animal lady.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Hey Peyton, if you're listening, what's up? Ollie,
Hey.
what's up, bro?
Yeah. Are they on the stream at all? Either of them?
No,
Probably
but
not.
In case they listen.
Yeah, in case
I'll
they
text
check
her.
it out
I'll
later.
be like, I plugged the shit out of you and I plugged you in my podcast.
Yeah, and how fucking terrifying you are as a person for your love of these things, these demon
So-
creatures.
On the talk about spiders and killing people, should we segue into news?
Well, hold on. What are you guys streaming? Gonna be streaming soon. What's coming up? What's coming out? You guys,
Dude,
and where can we find you?
dude, full blast. I'm gonna be as soon as the server gets is up. I'm gonna be probably streaming like 5-6 days a week. That.
Good.
Yeah, it's gonna be funny. I can't wait. But
Good, good, good.
GTA, the GTA stuff. That's what I'll be doing.
Uh,
Plugging in my headphones for these freaking things die.
Pretty much the same for me too. I'll be hitting up that GTA server. Maybe doing another game that I will talk about during the news that I just got for free.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah,
That's
that's good. Wasn't there more? We'll talk about that.
Yeah.
I think I know.
Free
what it is. I
games!
think I know what it is.
Yeah,
Make sure
man.
you stick around. We got
As
free
well
games.
as whatever else. I told Miller to get a gaming PC so we all can play, and he said he can't because he just bought a kayak. So soon
Fucking nature.
soon on that.
Fucking
But
bought
Nature
such
is always getting in the way.
kayak.
of stuff.
kayak.
yeah, you bought a kayak.
Did you buy yours?
No, my brother-in-law didn't want to sell them. He wanted to keep them. He literally got them registered, and he bought kayak racks. He built a kayak stand in his garage, and he registered them, like, literally the day before
Jesus
I asked him.
Christ.
I was like, oh. And he was like, I guess if you really want them back, I just have to return all the stuff. I'm like, no, just keep it. Because you can't return the registration, so...
Yeah.
So I just told him to keep it. But so that's all I'll be doing, helping out with that and exploring the wonderness of GTA 5. Kind of getting back into that. What about you, James? What do you got?
More Days Gone.
There you go.
More Days Gone and more whatever. Who knows?
How long do you think that game will take overall to beat fully?
Days Days Gone?
Yeah.
Probably a hot minute. I don't even know.
There's a lot. Is there a lot to do, like overall?
There is. Yeah, there's a shit ton of stuff to do.
Is that just if you follow the storyline by itself, would you be done already if
No.
you don't do the extras?
I think
No.
if I just run story, I think I looked it up on how long to beat. It takes about 40 hours.
Oh, still, that's still a lot, so that's good.
Oh yeah.
So that's good. And for myself, because we completely missed it, you can find me,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Jeremy, at Captain_Geach15 on Twitter, YouTube, and Twitch, and CaptainGeach15 on the gram. You, James?
So you can find my streams on well, you can see them live on twitch.tv/People8Studios, youtube.com/People8Studios. That's also where I post them on there as well. They get uploaded. And then also on Mixer. I don't know what my Mixer tag. I think it's like 108 something on Mixer.
Speaking of Mixer, I found something else about that. You remind me. Sorry, go ahead.
And then if you guys, anyone listening, likes the games like Yakuza 0 or Resident Evil 4 or Samurai Warriors 4 Empires, you should also check out my YouTube channel as well, because I post those every week.
It's a good channel. I was looking at it the other day.
No,
Did a
thank
good
you.
job with that one. Yeah.
What about you, Mr. Jeffrey?
What?
Where can we find you?
Oh, Splash Screen Gaming on Twitch. Really, if you go to the Twitch and go to the Discord, that's probably honestly the best way to find us. But otherwise, I'm on Splash Screen Gaming on Facebook and Instagram
The tube
and
of
Twitter and all that. The Ubids of Tubids. You know, just doing our thing there. Yeah.
And you can find our podcast at anywhere podcasts are available, as well on Level Unlock Podcast at gmail.com. And
For
our
your
Twitter,
emails.
what is what?
Yep.
LVL,
All right. Have a good night. I'm just kidding. Just kidding.
LVL Unlock Pod is our Twitter, at LVL Unlock Pod.
Boom. Now, ladies and gentlemen,
That's my favorite.
gaming news.
Nope, I didn't think we were doing the gaming stuff
News
yet.
on the- Okay.
No, we are not.
We're
We are
doing
movie
movies.
news. Bam,
Movie
bam, bam,
news.
bam, 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 bam. This is the song for the news. Bam, 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 bam. News. Okay. This just in, ladies and gentlemen, Aladdin is number one in the box
Fuck
office
off.
Is
worldwide.
it really?
It is.
That movie looked frightening.
That
Aladdin
movie.
is number one.
So my biggest complaint that I'm hearing about the Aladdin movie is that it has no solar character to it.
What does that
Which-
mean?
So like it doesn't have. It seems so like cookie cutter, so safe. It looks like a Marvel movie where it's just a safe movie. It doesn't do anything like over the top, or it doesn't have like that. It looks like it was made in a factory. Like there was no like life put into it. Like there wasn't an artist that was putting their heart and soul into it. It was just
Yeah, I'm watching a preview right now, and they're for it being the day and time that it's in, them clothes is awfully clean,
yeah. I mean,
like that type of thing.
So watching that, because I watched that one song that they posted online, the Prince Ali song.
Yeah.
One of the
Mhm.
first real big like grandiose, like songs in the movie.
Is it a musical?
Well, it's got your
Yeah.
normal. It's got all your Aladdin songs.
Is this
Sure.
Disney?
Yeah, it's Aladdin.
Well, Aladdin is the story that was written 500 million
Oh,
years ago. Really, I didn't know.
Yeah. No, it's just a remake of the.
I really hope
animated.
Disney doesn't have a copyright on a story,
don't.
a public domain story
They
from back
don't.
when. Okay.
No, it's a remake of the original animated Aladdin.
I'm enjoying what I'm looking at here, though. I'm seeing clearly what is probably the dance scene, that music scene.
But like, if you were to compare that to the animated version, the animated version had much more life to it. There was a lot more movement around. Genie was acting like Genie as a goofball, transforming, doing all this kind of stuff. It was great. And then you look at the live action version, the 2019 version, and it looks very like, granted, it does look very grandiose. There's, very like large scale. There's a lot of stuff going on, but it looks like something that they could have just put on Broadway.
Yeah.
And I will say I liked it. I actually went to go see it on yesterday.
You
so
did?
I did. I went to go see it yesterday afternoon. I liked it. It's critically, it's very bad. personally, it's getting raving reviews. Like on my Facebook, I literally had like 8 people say it was phenomenal. Aladdin's voice isn't the best. You can actually go listen to the whole soundtrack now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's kind of bland. It's not great. Jasmine's voice is phenomenal. Will Smith actually singing is actually really good. He kind of more talk.
He's talking the song, getting jiggy with it. Remember?
He kind of more.
Wow, Wow West.
No. Wicked Wild Wild West, getting jiggy with it. No.
So he sings in it too?
Yeah, he's the genie.
Big Willie style. Yeah, Will Smith is a genie.
He's Robin Williams' character.
Visually phenomenal. Because he does go back. He goes from being black to blue, and he becomes black to fit in with the people, because obviously you can't have a blue
guy walking around.
Yeah, like they made that more realistic.
Suspension
like you can't have a blue person.
You're watching a fucking Disney movie.
Yeah,
and
well,
I can't believe that there's a giant green man walking about, just going like Hulk smash.
Shh, that's different. But it was good. A lot of the complaints too were like Jafar was very like flamboyant and like kind of like the same. I think that's gonna be the same thing that they're gonna get with Lion King. What's the bad guy's name?
Jafar.
No.
Scar.
Like Scar was also very flamboyant and things along those lines, but you can't animate that in a movie. So
it was,
and that's why you shouldn't make this a live action. You don't do the source. You don't do the original movies justice.
So, but overall, Will Smith did way better than I think anyone could ever. He made it his own. He didn't try to recreate what Robin Williams did. He made it his own. He didn't try to like outdo Robin Williams.
Because you can't.
He made it for now. He did it himself, and it worked out really well. Visually effects, it was phenomenal. Like I already said, I can't go wrong with that. So, but yeah, that is number 1 movie in the world. Avengers is now at what was it? It's super close to beating what the fuck's it called?
Avatar.
Avatar.
The Last Airbender.
Yeah, no, not even close. That movie I think did horrible because the blue Avatar.
And it was also a very shitty movie.
Well, yeah, but people like Avatar though.
Yeah, but the movie sucked dick.
Yeah, it's true.
Like, I mean, you know.
I didn't really care for it either. I really didn't.
Oh,
it came out, everybody was like, "This shit's amazing." I'm like, "This is not that great. Like, it's okay. It's cool. It's pretty looking."
Oh, where's it at here? Camera. Trying to see. Anyways, I'll come back to Avengers in the box office.
Go out of here.
But yeah, Aladdin's number 1. Pikachu, Pokemon is number 2.
Pokemon, my favorite movie.
Pikachu, Pokemon,
Detective
Pikachu, Pokemon is number 2.
I might go see that tomorrow.
It's fantastic.
And Avatar is number 3.
Detective Pikachu is the best movie I've seen in theaters this year.
For real?
For real. I had way more fun with that than the Avengers.
I've had people tell me they fell asleep during the Avengers.
Oh, I almost did.
It's like there's really long periods of time where it's like dry as hell.
It's fucking
now, is that a thumbs down to you guys are crazy,
me.
or is that a thumbs down to I agree with you, it was terrible?
No, I'm fucking saying you guys are insane.
It was
okay.
Yo, it was 3 hours long. Once they hit like an hour and a half, 2 hours, my knee and my hip were killing me. There's these little fucktards in the front row that were causing a ruckus.
Yeah, Avengers did 800 million in the United States, which is number 2 to Star Wars. What is it? Star Wars. What's that? Episode Awakens? 7, The Force Awakens. It's not going to come close to beating that. Star Wars: The Force Awakens did $930 million in the United States.
Yeah,
more money than any other movie. It is inching its way to $2.7 billion It's about $100 million away from beating Avatar. So close.
Damn, man.
Which was a movie, a fleet that no one ever thought was going to possibly ever happen in history. So
Oh, it was gonna happen eventually.
yeah, probably.
Oh,
But-
it
Oh yeah,
did.
yeah. So yeah, Avatar did $2.788 billion, and Avengers is at 2.698 or something like that. So they're less than 100. They're about $100 million away from beating Avatar.
That's crazy.
When you put inflation into the mix, Titanic is still number one
Yeah.
by a long shot. Titanic's like over like $3 billion or something stupid.
What?
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
count for inflation.
Yeah, if you put Titanic out right now and you put all the ticket prices the same, Titanic's number one, Gone with the Wind's number two.
Gone with the Wind was really good.
Wow, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, yeah. If you put all the ticket price at the same right now, yeah, Titanic just literally obliterates every other movie.
Mhm.
That's fucking crazy.
A couple other movies. Our fan favorite, Sonic the Hedgehog, has been officially
Yay.
pushed back until 2020.
February
Um,
14th.
Yes, Valentine's Day.
Mhm.
The creators of Sega posted on Twitter a heart of Sonic making a heart, saying that with the date.
Yeah.
Reasoning being, they know that they basically have come to terms at the physically impossible task of them trying to remake Sonic, and they still haven't
Well-
released in August.
Well, no, they could do it, but it would involve a lot of crunch. A lot of people be working like 60, 70-hour work weeks.
Yeah. They're still going to be working they're still going to be working around the clock, but they don't have to basically exhaust all their efforts into getting this done now.
Yeah.
Now they have a little bit time. They said expect a trailer, from what I read, of the new Sonic around August, September.
Okay.
Okay.
That'd be cool.
Of what
the
he's gonna
new-
look like for submitted for your approval type.
Yep.
Yeah. I don't know if it's going to be the same trailer with the new Sonic put into it, or how they're going to play that.
Hey, I'm Sonic.
So that'll be interesting how that kind of goes about. Couple other things for those Monster Hunter fans out there. Monster Hunter the movie
What? Really?
with Mia,
Mila
Djokovic-
Jokovic sucking on her
Djokovic.
boy's dick.
the woman from Resident Evil is the main character.
She's gonna fuck up 2 Capcom properties.
2020. She said that she is super excited about this movie and she's gonna put her all into it
No,
during an
she's
interview that she did.
fucking not. Mila Djokovic is a fucking hack. She shouldn't have a. The only reason she has a goddamn job in this industry is because she fucking the director. That's the only goddamn. Give me Capcom. Give me my fucking George Romero Resident Evil movie already, and not that fucking hack making those Resident Evil movies that
would
we
be
got.
so awesome.
Hey.
Could you imagine if
Fuck.
that would be
I-
cool, man?
Mm.
She plays Artemis, the leader of the United Nations military team, who gets sucked into a different universe featuring monsters.
It's already off
Fucking
to a bad start.
Rathalos is gonna come to New York City and they're gonna have to save the world. That's what it's gonna be.
It's-
I'm gonna be fucking pissed. I hate it already. Fuck off.
Oh
Stop.
no!
Please, God damn it, stop.
They're gonna bring Monster
Um,
Hunter characters into New York City. Is the
Yeah,
idea?
because Mila Djokovic is gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna go to this alternate dimension. Oh. And then she's gonna go in there. I don't know why she sounded like Mickey Mouse, but she went in there, and they're like, "Oh, you have to find Rathalos because Rathalos is at New York City right now." And she's like, "Oh no, teach me how the ways of the hunting. Here's a bear. Here's a Bareth. Kill the Bareth. Here's a here's a I don't know, maybe like fucking Nier Gigante might hang out or something. Kill these guys. Okay. Oh hey, look, there's Rathalos. Kill, dead. All right, there we go. Game over. That's how it's gonna be.
I like
I
it.
will never, never, ever, 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 ever forgive them of how fucking shitty the Resident Evil movies were.
The first one wasn't bad.
The first one was
The first
fucking awful.
Like it wasn't the worst. It was the best one out of all 7 that
Yes.
they did.
Let me tell you, those movies are so bad I didn't even know there was 7.
Well, there's not 7. There's like 5.
No, there's almost 7.
Yeah, there's a
Yeah,
bunch.
there are the CGI ones too. Are those any good?
The CGI ones aren't bad. They have the characters a little bit closer.
Her co-stars are Tony Jaa,
Yep.
which I don't know who that is. Clifford T.I.
Tony Jaa is going to be the hunter from the other dimension. He's essentially going to be the handler.
The rapper T.I. You know who I'm talking about? Yeah. The rapper T.I. Ron Perlman from Hellboy.
Oh, God. Why? I love Ron Perlman, but why?
Diego Bonta, which I don't know who that is. Morgan Good from Shazam. John Hellman from Days of Futures Past. And J.C. Lin, which I don't know who that is. He's a Chinese dude from Too Fast, Too Furious. Oh, I think he was the villain in Too Fast, Too Furious.
Out of control, you ain't in control, fuckers.
So yeah, that we got that going on. James is gonna be excited about that.
Where's my
Um,
copy of Monster Hunter World? There it is. My non-steelbook copy, because I can't find a steelbook copy.
uh,
Sorry.
Terminator just launched
Sorry.
its trailer for its new movie,
Sorry. Monster Hunter. I'm sorry.
Terminator: Dark Fate. It has the return of Sarah Connor, the
I've
original,
seen a preview for that. Yeah, that one doesn't look too bad.
the actual person who played Sarah Connor in the original Terminator returned as herself in this new Terminator movie, which is
It really doesn't look bad.
Which is concluding this trilogy of these new Terminator movies. So that'd be pretty cool.
I'm still upset about Monster Hunter.
Just can't shake it, huh?
Fucking got a ad playing. Ow, that burned my ears.
What? Ads.
Yep.
It's like, what the fuck's the ad play?
Finally, but not least.
Well, actually, I have
No.
something too.
Okay.
So
In the movies,
yeah,
what do you got?
Star Wars Episode 1 turned 20.
Yes. I didn't realize this past week and a half, almost every Star Wars movie released.
Pretty much,
Around this time, yeah.
Yeah.
except for this current trilogy, because those always
Yeah.
came out in like November.
Speaking of Star Wars, they have confirmed that they are making 3 more.
Yep.
And the new trilogy supposedly is going to be based off of Knights of the Old
Yeah.
Republic.
That actually might be decent. So that means it's canon again.
2022 2022 will be the launch of the new movie, and we'll obviously have news as time goes.
Yeah.
But yeah, that Knights of the Old Republic is rumored to be the next trilogy,
That would be new.
which is pretty insane.
Did you say
so
that
that'd
was
be kind of
against
cool.
the Old Republic?
Yeah, like
Yeah, Knights of the Old
KOTOR.
Republic.
Like the BioWare
That-
games.
That makes me really happy. I want to see that. That's cool because dude. The Old Republic has consumed so many hours of my life.
I can't wait for
Almost got-
Disney to
I almost
run.
got fired from my job once because of it.
I remember, so staying on the Star Wars topic real quick. The first movie that I remember seeing in theaters was Episode 1, A Phantom Menace. And even
Really?
as a little babby, me at like 4 years old, I was like, yeah, this movie sucks.
That's funny.
But then, like, so I've made it a goal. I've seen like every single Star Wars movie in my lifetime. I've seen them in theaters.
Yep.
I even saw. What is it? The Phantom Menace twice. I saw it once in regular, and then when they redid it in 3D, I went to go see it. And I was still like, yeah, this movie sucks.
That's
Well,
funny.
3D didn't make it any better.
Nope. I can't see it. So with 3D, like I can't see it. I cannot see 3D.
Really?
Yeah, like 3D movies and stuff like that. Unless it's like active 3D where the glasses themselves are flickering, I cannot see the 3D. There were points like when I went and saw Ghost in the Shell, I saw it in 3D as well, a few years back. I actually there were points where I took off my glasses because I was getting the same effect.
Really?
Which was nothing, right?
Mhm.
That's funny.
Yeah,
I wonder why that is.
I don't know. My eyes are fucked. So
Yeah,
So,
I know that life.
in finishing up the movie news, a petition is floating around the world. A new
oh, go fuck off with that. I know.
And-
For what?
and,
I know
It cut
exactly
out just-
what you're talking about.
There's a petition going around to cast a new to who's going to be the new Wolverine.
Oh,
A fucking
okay.
huge ass joke. But it's got almost 100,000 signatures, and the petition is to make Danny DeVito the next Wolverine.
Yes.
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 We couldn't get him as
Let that happen.
we couldn't get him as Detective Pikachu, so let's give him Wolverine.
I was joking with somebody the other day about if they had made Danny DeVito that a character for something. I don't remember what it was.
Yeah, it's fucking insane. Yeah, thousands of people have signed this petition already.
That's crazy.
That would be amazing. Where's that petition? I want to sign it too.
Oh, get the fuck out of here! That'd be absolutely.
That would be
horrendous.
amazing. Could you imagine that would be amazing? Okay, I think that would be amazing.
I'm trying to find it. I don't remember what they're.
Imagine fucking that scene from Always Sunny in Philadelphia, but it's Dan DeVito as Wolverine where he drops his condom. He goes, "Oh, I dropped my my Magnum condom for my monster dong," just like right in front of like Storm.
So, oh yeah, here's the petition. So remember how I brought up last week how there was a petition going out to redo the Game of Thrones season 8?
I thought that's what you were talking about, but then I remembered
Oh,
that
sorry.
we talked about it.
1.5 million people have signed a petition
Go
to
fuck
redo Game of Thrones season 8. 1.5 million people. Absolutely absurd.
Fuck off.
That's
with
a
that
lot.
shit.
Like, how would you feel to be a writer knowing that 1.5 million
Or-
people have signed a petition to fucking make you redo it?
Or a cast member, or a,
Oh, yeah,
or a
the
director, or a producer.
Any people have been doing it.
Yeah. I would feel like
Like-
shit.
Like, that's insane.
Like I don't think they liked it.
1.5 million people have signed this petition, and it's still gaining. People are still signing as this day. They haven't taken it down.
Yep.
That's
Like it's
pretty freaking bonkers, bro.
Fucking entitled babies.
Like-
Alright?
absolutely insane. Yeah, 1.5 million people have basically said you need to redo this last season. Like, how fucking shitty is that?
Yeah, that is balls.
Like that's unreal.
A lot of people really didn't like it though, dude. Like,
No, they didn't. They hated it.
yeah,
Which I haven't seen any of them, so I really can't comment. But it did get a lot of like, they were very disappointed in how it ended. But I guess it is what it is. So I don't have any more movie news. So that's the end of the segment. So allow us to now talk about video game news. James, you go first.
video game goes.
All right, here, let me close out my chat real quick. Okay, so I guess this also kind of talks about movies a little bit. With our boys at Sony. They made a special film division dedicated just to making their games into films into TV shows and movies. So like,
Nice.
it kind of makes you wonder. It's like, okay, so, yeah, so I don't even want to fucking try pronouncing this name. Azid Kizilbash? Sure. He's going to be headlining this division. So what's cool about that is that, you know, they're tag teaming with PlayStation, who has all these incredible IPs. You know, you got things like The Last of Us. You got things like Killzone, Infamous. Things I'm sure you can get the rights for Spyro and Crash Bandicoot again, and make like these great stories out of these games, like in either movie or TV form, kind of like what Sega did with like Sonic, with all the Sonic movies or TV shows.
Yeah.
I'm sure they could do something with like Knack or Crash Bandicoot. Yeah,
That'd be weird, a fucking Crash Bandicoot movie.
That would be weird. I don't even.
I think it would be
How'd they
better as
do
a
that?
TV show. It's like a kids
I
TV
think so,
show.
too.
But no, that's great. They're kind of using all the stands of Sony, kind of working together. Yeah, God
like
of
it.
War. Okay, so here we go. PlayStation titles such as Tomb Raider, Crash Bandicoot, Spyro the Dragon, Metal Gear Solid, Uncharted, God of War, The Last of Us, Ratchet and Clank, and many others have grossed billions worldwide and sold millions of copies. Layden and Kizilbash, the guy, see the diversity of PlayStation Productions library as one of the major selling points. So
I can see a God of War game. But which
Movie.
God of War, though? Because you
Oh,
can't use
I
story.
could see God of War game as well. I've seen a few of them.
Not game. God of War movie, sorry.
Just
We know what you're at.
Yeah.
do it based off of the Norse mythology or off of the Greek mythology.
You can't use Thor, though. You can't use North. You can't, because
Yeah,
that's...
you can.
that's-
You can use Thor.
Yeah, I guess you
Thor's
could, but at
a
the same time...
Fucking
Would you want to, though, knowing
Yeah.
Disney and Marvel kind of fucking franchise the shit out of it?
And also, I didn't think Thor was in it. Thor wasn't in. Thor was Thor in the latest God of War game? I don't know. I didn't play it.
They talk about him. Yeah, they talk about him.
Okay.
There is a specialized cutscene at the very end of the game once you beat it.
Spoilers.
Once you go... Sorry, yeah, spoilers. Once you go back to your cabin after you beat the game and you go to sleep, the game advances 5 years. And you wake up in a giant thunderstorm with lightning going crazy. And so Kratos wakes up and he was like, I know who's here. And he opened the door and it pans up. This big ass dude, you see a hammer and it looks up and it's Thor. And then Kratos goes,
It's just,
Thor.
it's just Chris
And then it-
Hemsworth's face
Yeah.
just superimposed on it.
And then a big flash of lightning happens and you go back to the present time.
All right, and so they
Oh,
can do
no.
it. They can totally do it.
Well, I guess you could, but that's the question of would you
Did they-
really want to, though?
Did they have to pay Disney the right to say Thor? No.
No, but I'm saying, but like, would a company actually have the balls to like
Yes!
recreate a Thor character?
Yes. Hell
I
yeah.
don't think so. I don't think so.
I wanna fucking make a movie based off of all the like bootleg Marvel characters. I want to make
Yes.
a movie. I want to make another Lion King movie based off of the original novel.
Good.
I want to make Snow White based off of the original novel.
All the dark Disney
Yeah,
books, the super fucking dark ones.
yeah, the original fairy tales.
Did I ever tell you guys what the original story to the Ghostbusters was?
No.
No.
Yeah, the original script for the Ghostbusters. It wasn't anywhere neat. Had nothing to do with what we know of it now. It was a group of con artists that were putting hallucinogens
Oh
into the
my
water towers
God.
above the buildings.
Really?
Yeah,
That's
and the idea was
genius.
everybody was tripping balls, and they would come in and save the day.
That's amazing.
that would be even
Yeah.
better.
Paramount was like, I don't know about that.
Tom
Whoever
Hanks.
owns that.
Tom Hanks said in an interview that the opening of Santa Claus was actually way different. It was actually a lot darker. So Tom Hanks said the Santa Claus. So he hears somebody on his roof. He grabs his shotgun, runs out of his house, looks up, sees someone
Not
on.
Tom Hanks.
Not Tom Hanks. Tim Allen.
Yeah.
So Tim Allen, he runs out with a shotgun and shoots Santa Claus off his roof. It's off the
Oh
roof
yeah,
and they kill
yeah.
Santa.
Just pop, pop.
Great kills
then-
his ass.
The Disney like CEO came in and read the
Fucking
script.
Disney.
Like they actually started filming this version where he shoots Santa Claus and he comes in. He was like, "This is like no. This is a Disney movie. You can't kill Santa."
Yeah, you
And he was
can't.
like, "What? It's a
Fuck you.
comedy." Like, what do you mean? They were like, "It's a comedy
What do
though.
you
It's
mean I
supposed to be
can't kill
funny."
Santa.
They were like, "It's a comedy. It's supposed to be funny." And they were like, "It's a kids movie at the same time. It's Santa Claus. You can't kill him. You got to rewrite it." So they had to rewrite it with him then falling off the roof.
Why are we even having this conversation? You can't kill Santa Claus.
You can kill Santa
Yeah.
Claus. Fuck
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, the actual script had him shooting Santa Claus and killing him, and then he put on a suit because his son was upset that he just killed Santa.
Well, yeah, I mean, I would be upset too if my dad killed Santa.
But yeah, that was the original. Okay, sorry, James. What else you got?
Hold on. So next up, guys, do you like playing video games?
Sometimes.
Do you like playing video games on the go?
Some days.
Well,
Yeah.
boy,
Yes.
boy, do I have a new video game handheld for you. Get off your
Oh,
fucking
boy.
phones, you losers.
I'm. Me?
Let's take a look at the Playdate.
Actually, I'm on my phone right this second.
Let's take a look at the Playdate. So if you guys want to go on to your handy dandy Google device and look up Playdate, and I want to see your initial reactions of this thing.
It's called Playdate.
Yeah.
I like it. Mark Zuckerberg try to buy this company?
Sure, I don't care.
Oh, it says it. That's the first thing I said. I typed in Playdate. Mark Zuckerberg apparently tried to buy Panic, the creator of Playdate, and they denied his offer.
Good. So what?
I have an ad.
Oh, well, I mean, just
There
go
we
to
go.
Google Images.
I see it now.
So initial
Wait, screen
thoughts.
and a crank?
I
What
don't
kind
know
of
what it
games do you
is.
play on it? Yeah, I got a YouTube video playing on my end right now.
All right. So actually, if you go to Playdate's website, you can actually see play.date. You can actually see a 3D model of the Playdate that you can spin around and see the synopsis
Oh.
of.
So what's
It's a
that
cherry
fucking-
pie, man.
What's the lever on the side that's like a crank?
That's
It's your battery.
no. It's an actual way to control the game.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's neat. There's a little video of it. That's cool. They should have made it so it also charged it, but
That would
That's
be kind of
cool.
cool.
that would be gangsta if they did that because
Yeah.
it's a black and white screen.
It's got the Nintendo, the color, the Game Boy Color buttons.
Yep. You just got your A and B. It's actually by the guys that made the game Quap. If you guys remember that.
Nope.
Okay. They also made Firewatch, which was a very big game that
That's
came out
kinda
not
cool
too long
looking.
ago. Yeah.
I seen that earlier. But I
That
don't know
one
what it
sounds
was.
more familiar.
Yeah, so that's pretty Dusty McNeito. So here's some things about it that I decided to look up on it about it. Yeah, there you go. Here we go. Words. All right, it's small enough to fit in your pocket, so it's very small. That's nice. That's always good.
Look at that.
Everyone complains about the Nintendo Switch being a bit too big.
Yeah.
Because that can't really fit in your pocket. So you also have, it comes with 12 games built in. 12 brand new games built in. It's in black and white, as you can see here. It's going to have, or as I put here, system has a fucking crank on it as a control method. It's going to have USB-C, Wi-Fi, and Bluetooth compatibility. So it's pretty modern.
Interesting.
And it's going to be $150 coming out in the year 2020, so next year.
$150.
$150 for that thing.
Sir, I'll be honest. It doesn't look like it's worth 150. It
No,
looks
it
like
doesn't.
No.
I'd
Looks like
from
$5
what I've
bucks.
seen. From what I've seen so far, I'd be willing to pay maybe $40-$50 for
I would
it.
say 50.
I would say that's something I can buy at like Dollar General, like those little generic handheld things.
Yeah, but will it play Oregon Trail?
That's true.
Probably.
That's the question.
Speaking of releases, I got a couple. Avengers, the Avengers Project, the game from EA. Oh, Square. No, sorry, Squeenix.
Squeenix.
Is rumored to be on display. Essentially, it's an open world Avengers game. Is what the
They're-
concept is.
They were going to make that when the first Avengers game came out. First Avengers movie came out, but they got scrapped.
Yeah.
And I think Squeenix actually bought that company.
They
Yo,
did.
all you gotta do is put on the outfit, download the mod, bam, Grand Theft Auto. You got it
So-
already. It's done.
No, man. All
Supposedly,
you need to do
it's
is
gonna
Marvel's
be
The
like-
Avengers. Lego's The Avengers.
Like Spider-Man, like the new Spider-Man movie. It's gonna be kind of like that concept where you have missions, but at the same time you can.
Oh,
What?
oh, so I'm not
So-
going to like this one either?
Probably not. So it's rumored that it's going to be on display at Square's E3 conference,
That'd
and
be
how that is that Square has posted the last couple weeks pictures on Twitter with the sides of the pictures individually having the same colors as the Infinity Stones.
Huh.
So people, they feel like they may be reading into it a little too much, but at the same time, the colors are the exact colors as the time, the space, the power, and Soul Stone.
Man,
they
I
haven't
wonder if this
deviated.
is going to be excruciatingly long and boring in parts.
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. As
Oh.
well as it was announced that Dead Island 2 has not been canceled.
Nope. THQ Nordic's still working on it somehow. Fuck Dead
Yep.
Island. That game wasn't great.
So supposedly
can't
they're still working on it.
I cannot believe the people that made the fantastic Dying Light. That game was fantastic. The people that made that game made the heaping trash fire that was Dead Island. I cannot
Really?
believe that. I refuse to believe that.
What the hell did you just say? Did you say Dead Island was trash?
Dead Island was a piece of shit. Don't even at
You
me.
shut up!
Dead Island
That game-
sucked.
That game was amazing
No,
when it
it
came
wasn't.
out. I searched everywhere for that game. I couldn't find it any place. I checked the Walmart. I checked the Best Buy. I checked the damn. I think it was H.H. Gregg or whatever the hell was up the street when it was there.
Did you check
I
GameStop
love
because they
that
probably
game.
had
I enjoyed that.
GameStop probably had a fuck ton of copies because everyone was returning it because it sucked.
Dead Island?
Dead Island.
No, they weren't returning
Yeah,
it. That
they
game was
were.
awesome. That was like the first. What's that other game that's like that with
Left 4
you
Dead?
take? Yeah, is that no? Not Left 4 Dead. The other one, Dead Rising. That was like the original Dead Rising.
Yeah, everyone was playing.
Stop it.
Everyone was playing Dead Rising or Left 4 Dead. They
Yeah.
had no reason to play the mediocre. Okay, it
Dead
wasn't bad.
Island came
it
out
was
before
mediocre.
Dead Rising.
No, it didn't. Dead Rising was a
No, it
launch
came out
title
after.
for the 360. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah. I had Dead Island. It wasn't the graphics.
It
were
was
I
a
loved
medi-
it.
it
I
was-
thought the game was
Okay,
amazing. I enjoyed it.
Okay, I'm not saying that it's a piece of shit. It's very mediocre. It's extremely mediocre,
Yeah.
which is worse.
And it was a tiny little production company. Where were they from? They were like from Norway.
Yeah,
or...
Arctic Circle, because Nordic.
Oh, okay. I was like, what? Arctic Circle? What are we doing here?
The
Moses.
game
How's that?
the game Skull and Bones has been delayed yet again.
Fucking
It is
Dead Island had a
E3's.
great goddamn trailer. That was the
It
best
did.
part of that game.
It did. It,
It
did.
was.
Hoodoo, you voodoo. It did.
Voodoo, you
That's
voodoo,
4.
bitch.
Yeah, I remember that.
God,
I couldn't believe they
fucking
played
hell.
that in the stores.
Yeah, that was funny.
double
Skull
checking
and
that,
Bones.
though.
Skull and Bones is essentially a recreation of what's that pirate game for Microsoft?
Sid Meier's
Wow, it did
Pirates.
come out.
Huh?
Oh,
Dead Rising
uh,
did come out way before.
Sea of Thieves.
Sea of Thieves, yeah. Except it's for PlayStation as well.
Oh, neato.
It's being delayed again until around April 2020.
That was a Thatcher?
It was announced in 2017. It was supposed to be launched in 2017. So that has been delayed. But yeah, essentially it's exact same thing as Sea of Thieves, but for PlayStation 3 now, PlayStation 4 or 5 whenever you get it. I guess it all depends.
Yeah.
The only other launch game that I have, and then we'll go to other news, is Gears 5 has been announced, and it's going to be a Microsoft's pretty much their
Their big thing.
one of their biggest things at E3. It's going to be the largest Gears map out of all the games.
Wasn't that originally made with the Source engine?
Unreal.
Oh, was it Unreal? Oh, that's what I meant.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
that's
it
what
was
I
made
meant.
by Epic. But
It's going
I
to
think we
include
talked about that a little bit last week.
it's going to include both local and co-op,
yay.
campaign and
Yay.
non-campaign,
Yay.
PvP, PvE.
So horde.
It's going to
mode.
be 60 frames, HDR and 4K, and it'll be cross-play with PC.
Neat. I could dig that.
That's awesome. That's good to know, man.
Yeah, so that's gonna be huge. They are working on this. And they said it's literally going to be the largest game that they've created so far, and we'll know more in about 2 weeks.
Yeah.
What other news you got?
Did you guys ever play Until Dawn? Well, Jeff, you probably
I've
haven't.
heard of it.
Because it's only on PlayStation.
Until Dawn. Maybe.
It's a great horror game. So it's about a bunch of kids. It's basically you're playing a B horror movie. Bunch of kids are in the woods alone, up in this area, and there's a killer out there trying to kill them. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
But so your thing is like you control these characters and you have to make decisions, and those decisions will determine if one dies, one lives, all this kind of stuff. I did a Let's Play of it on my channel a few years back. Really, really good game. Really great game. The company that made it Supermassive, they are making a new game called The Dark Picture: Man of Midian. It's very supernatural, so it's gonna have like ghosts and spooky stuff. It's going to be an anthology. Yeah. It's going to be an anthology series, so there's going to be 3 parts to it. That's pretty cool. It's going to have the same playstyle as Until Dawn, so it's very like explorative heavy, trying to solve puzzles, no combat, quick time events, and that's coming out August 30th for the PC, PS4, and Xbox One.
Nice.
So I might pick that up. And might wait until October and play it.
Nice.
Go ahead. We were talking about God of War earlier.
Yeah.
It sold over 10 million units.
Oh yeah. Game of the year, baby.
It's a great game from the little bit
Phenomenal
that I played.
Game.
From the little bit that I played. That might be after Until Dawn, that might be the next game I stream. It's
phenomenal. It really, really is. There's a lot to do, especially after you beat it. Like, I missed.
Oh yeah.
That I realistically could have kept playing after I beat it. I just didn't do it. I got one that's for you, Jeff. The Overleague Watch. The commissioner has left Overwatch and has now joined Epic Games.
Oh boy, do we have a thing about Epic Games later.
Yeah, he has left the company and is joining the Fortnite company.
Wow.
Yeah, he says he's just looking for a new opportunity and a new venture.
I wonder why.
And all it says is that he's looking to start a new venture, and he's looking towards the future to see what the possibilities are with Epic Games. That's all it said.
Oh man, did you guys hear about? I think this was a few weeks back. About the one big Fortnite tournament. The one team that won, they just came out of nowhere and just won it all. And they're interviewed on stage. They're like, "So what are you gonna do now?" And they're like, "Yeah, we're gonna go back to League of Legends because this game sucks."
Oh my god! I wonder if they were joking or not.
No, they were dead serious. They went back to League, their main game.
Wow, dude, that's gonna piss so many people off knowing that they fucking won that too.
Oh yeah.
That's hilarious.
So I wanted to bring that up because we are the #1 Battle Royale podcast on the internet.
We are?
We are.
Except for the ones that actually have Fortnite and other
as their main
of their name.
But we are the #1 still, though.
We are.
Right. Nice. That's good to know. In case anybody asks.
Do you guys remember the very obscure game that not many people played called PlayerUnknown's Battleground?
I do. My buddy Amrite plays it a lot.
Well,
it's still big.
I think he plays it. I don't know if he still plays it, but he was pretty good at that.
I think I seen him play the other day. I think I saw it.
I think he still plays every once in a while. He's good. He's super good at that game. Yeah. I hate that game.
The non-building version of Fortnite before Apex.
Yeah, the running simulator.
Yeah.
God.
Well, if anyone plays this on mobile, you're getting a new event. You're getting a fucking Godzilla event. Godzilla is going to be in PUBG Mobile. Kind of like how they did a Resident Evil 2 event. And I forgot about it.
That's actually pretty cool.
I completely forgot about it. I was going to download PUBG Mobile just to play RE2 the RE2 map, but I forgot. But yeah, they're getting a Godzilla event. I might actually download it again, like now. Actually, you know what? Before I forget, guys, talk. I'm going to.
Well, he walked away. So hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
PUBG.
You're downloading it now?
Yep, I'm downloading it now, so I can. There we go. Install.
I actually had it on my. I used to have Fortnite and PUBG on my phone. I never played either one of them. No. I played Fortnite once.
I'm
Dude,
pretty sure my phone couldn't handle that.
playing those games on mobile, it's so hard. It's stupid hard. But for some reason,
Holy
Call of Duty is
shit,
like,
that
oh,
thing.
let's make a mobile version of the game.
That's 1.86 gigs for the
Oh, it's
phone
fucking
version. That's
huge.
huge.
Fortnite's, I think, 3 gigs.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's stupid big.
Okay.
That's what she
Go
said.
ahead.
Jesus Christ.
I had to do it. I had to do it.
We
I
had
do
to.
it.
Speaking of, actually, I'll go. Speaking of mobile games, Mario Kart Tour beta is now out, and it's getting pretty mixed reviews. Essentially, what you do is you take your finger and you move your character back and forth on the screen.
Yep.
It's getting very bad reviews, as well as
Microtransaction City.
diving right into the
They're
microtransactions.
sliding right into that microtransactions, girl.
God, right away.
Yeah, it's
Don't even test the waters. Just
They just went skinny dipping right off the bat.
right.
yeah, it's bad. But yeah, a lot of people are yeah, they're not excited about this game at all. It's not getting the reviews that they expected it to.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, speaking of microtransactions, but you can go if you.
No, you can go. Go ahead. Talk about microtransactions.
Speaking of microtransactions, loot box
Oh,
are
yeah.
most likely going to become made illegal. A new bill was officially introduced that is leaning towards making them legal.
Illegal.
After illegal, yeah. After releasing the first details of this plan to go after loot boxes and
Good.
play to win mechanics
Good.
and video games, today they released the full bill that he's going to introduce. That's actually getting a lot of positive feedback.
Good.
It will consist of that it be banned for any game that is designed to appeal to people age 18 and under. So essentially, if it's not rated M, you don't have loot boxes.
That's appropriate.
In
Well, no,
Two
it
countries-
should be more than that, because the legal
Yeah.
age gambling here in the U.S. usually is like usually it's
21.
21, because you don't need to like check your ID. Well, I guess 18 is technically the legal age for
Yeah, I was
gambling.
gonna say, I think it's 18.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
just casinos usually don't let anyone under 18 in or 21 in, so they don't have to like check their IDs. For
Deal with the
drinks.
drinking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then speaking of
Walking around with a wristband.
microtransactions, Nintendo has shut down Animal Crossing as well as Fire Emblem Heroes in Belgium.
Yep.
As
Crossing
it
probably-
For the
now-
same reason.
Yep, as it now goes against their laws.
Good.
Belgium, they have until August 27th to abide to remove all microtransactions and loot boxes from, well, any company has until August 27th to remove all microtransactions and loot boxes from their games. Otherwise, they will be hit with $100,000 fine per week.
Yep.
That it remains inside the game.
Wow.
Yeah.
Um,
And there's like that's the first one. Like Belgium was like the first country to really ban it. But
yeah.
China also has some things in place for for like loot boxes. They're a little different. They have to disclose the odds. So like if
Okay.
you go to if you look at Overwatch,
I remember hearing something about this.
yeah, if you go to Overwatch's like Chinese like website, it will tell you specifically what the odds of getting each item is, because it has to.
Yep.
That's fair.
Yeah,
I mean,
Mhm.
Because it's a
That'd be
form
good
of
to know.
gambling.
It is a form of it is a
that-
hardcore form of gambling.
It can cause addiction,
Mhm.
and then that addiction of gambling can further lean, especially to young.
Yeah.
So yeah, this bill is going. It's being presented this week, and so we'll know more more into the future, but it's looking like it definitely will be banned. Microtransactions, well, not loot boxes in general, and will be banned in all video games tiered for 18 and under people. So like Fortnite, if they wanted to keep it, it has to be rated M.
Well, no, because rated M
Fortnite
games
doesn't-
are 17 plus.
Yeah.
I
So
thought
it'd have to
Fortnite
be,
did.
like, AO.
I thought they did like cosmetics, just regular cosmetics. I thought you could just
Still
pick
gambling.
a cosmetic and buy it.
Oh no, you can't.
No gambling. Just like I like that skin, I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah, that's how it
Type
should
sh-
be.
Like in
Yeah.
Fallout, for instance. Like,
Yeah,
there's no
Fortnite
loot
doesn't have-
boxes in Fallout. There's just
Fortnite doesn't have
like
loot boxes though, but like Apex Legends, things like
Yep.
that, they all have.
Overwatch.
They all have loot boxes.
Overwatch is what made it big.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that. Yeah, I mean, all they'd have to do is just the same with Animal Crossing and stuff. All they'd have to do is just make a market.
Yep.
Make
Yeah.
a market,
And so,
put
yeah.
everything in the market, and then watch their sales actually go
Exactly,
up because
then you're not like, I want to get this one skin, but I'm not going to play like X amount of times or buy X
Yeah.
amount of money, spend X amount of money.
and then they could use the analytical data to curate their market even further
Yeah.
and make it better and better. So,
Yep.
there's a silver lining, I suppose.
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what happens with the loot boxes coming out here soon.
Oh
It's
yeah.
gonna be big. What else
You
you
know
got, Jake?
Yeah. So you remember how I was flipping out about the Resident Evil movies?
Mm-hmm.
If there's
Mhm.
one thing that I hate just as much, if not maybe a little bit more than the Resident Evil live action movies, is Resident Evil 6. Boy, that game sucked. Boy, do I have a bad past with it. Boy, oh
Are they
boy.
fucking remaking it?
I won't play any of those games.
Well, it's on PS4. They brought it to
every time I
PS4.
play one of those games, bad shit in real life happens. So I just stop playing them. Like every single time I start playing one of those games. I appreciate it's an evil game, I guess.
It's true.
I'm not compatible with it or something.
As of March 31st, Resident Evil 6 sold 9 million copies in its lifetime.
Phew. It's been out for years.
7.3 million sales across the PS3 and 360, and 1.7 million sales on the PS4 and Xbox One.
I guess it's Resident Evil, so I guess
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, hey, we'll buy it. It's Resident Evil.
It narrowly
Yeah.
misses Resident
Especially
Evil
those
5,
fanboys.
like me, who bought it day one, who waited in line at GameStop at midnight to pick it up.
Yep.
Resident Evil 5 sold 9.8 million copies, so it's still a little underneath that. But the thing that really hurts is that Resident Evil 7 only sold 6.4 million copies.
Schroeder played that game.
Did you?
Notice I didn't finish it.
I
Yeah.
love Resident Evil
Guess
7.
what happened? I ended up kind of homeless.
I
Because of stuff that happened and that I had no control over.
Yo, I got the house. You can see it right. You can't really see it, but I got the Resident Evil 7 house.
Do you
right here.
really?
It's a music box.
That's pretty cool.
Fucking
I'll
amazing.
I'll grab it
How
after
did you
the
get your hands
podcast.
on that?
The collector's edition. The $190 collector's edition. I'll
Dedication right there, baby.
after the
Jeez.
podcast. After the podcast, I'll grab it. I'll grab some of the stuff. But
That's
it's really
hilarious.
neat. Well, hey, I'm a Resident Evil fanboy.
Oh, that's what's up.
There's 2 games that I'll play like every single one. Resident Evil and Silent Hill. And Silent Hill's been shit, and they're not making another one.
One day.
No,
Yeah, one day.
no, never gonna
You
happen.
really think that's
Never
think
gonna
that series is dead?
Yeah, it's super dead. It's Konami. It's dead. They're not gonna
That's
make
true.
the closest we've gotten to a new Silent Hill game is a Silent Hill pachinko machine.
Movies.
Those were no. We don't talk about the fucking movies.
I don't know why they don't get. I don't understand why they don't get people that are skilled and have a lot of practice in making horror movies, making these movies. Like you
Yeah, I
said,
don't know.
if they had George Romero make one, like a Resident Evil movie, he's never made one, right?
No, he was going to.
I bet it would be. I mean,
He
even
directed-
I know a lot of people don't like these movies or they don't think he's a good director or whatever. But I like the style. I think. Well, I haven't seen a whole lot of them, but Rob Zombie,
Or-
Yeah.
Like
He
some
has
of
an
his
interesting
movies are
twist.
dark and twisted, and you know what I mean. Like,
I
could you
can-
imagine like a straight rated R, grisly, gruesome? I'm not big into those movies, but for those folks that are, just a straight
Yeah.
type
see-
fucking Resident Evil movie or something like that, or a Silent Hill
Yeah.
movie, or
I can see Rob Zombie either making the best Silent Hill movie or the absolute worst
or
Silent
the
Hill.
worst.
It's not
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
like, oh, it's better than the original, the first one, but
No, it's either gonna be amazing or absolutely
Yeah.
terrible.
yeah, he
But if
doesn't
they
have a
gave-
middle edge.
If they gave some of these movies to people that are gifted
Jordan
at making
Peele.
horror movies, what you want? Creepy? It's just a melancholy, creepy.
That's what Silent
Funny
Hill
movie?
is. It's
No,
just
no,
melancholy.
Fucking Jordan Peele though, he won a fucking Oscar
Yeah.
for his Get Out movie for.
And Us.
Oh, he
Rarely
did.
it
That
was.
that movie was creepy.
So
Like,
Yeah,
he
and
would
I-
no
make
I
a
one,
seen that.
no one
fantastic
thought
Silent
he had
Hill
it.
movie.
No one thought he had that ability to do that because all he's known for
It's
comedy.
comedy, yeah. Huh.
That's hilarious.
I'd have to see more of his work before I could make
I
an
do
actual
too.
like educated idea if I think he would be all right. If it was something like that. But I mean, but that's what we're saying. Like all these game movies they make end up being trash.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Not like, did you not? Huh?
Except for Detective Pikachu.
Right, that movie is. I hear it's good. What about you? Really didn't like the first Silent Hill
I
movie?
didn't like any of them.
I just
I
remember
like
being
the first one.
a kid and thinking this is like when Pyramid Head comes out and rips that chick's fucking skin off. Oh!
Do not get me fucking started about that.
That's not something he would have done, is it?
No, because
He can't see. He's got a big metal thing on his
Pyramid
head. How would
Head
he be able
is the inner demons of James Sutherland from Silent Hill 2. He is like the ghost of him killing his wife in Silent Hill 2. And kind of also the sexual frustration he has. He personified into Pyramid Head. He's only to James Sutherland and James Sutherland alone, not to Harry
the random
or
other
the
chick?
chick from the Silent Hill 1. Yeah.
I didn't
I will
know
say,
that.
though,
That makes sense.
What got me though was the siren.
Well,
In
yeah,
the second
that's-
that siren went off.
Yeah, that's ubiquitous because.
Yeah.
All right. All right. So, hold on.
Walker, do you sit and listen to all these before you post them?
I listened to them back. They are fucking hilarious.
Oh, yeah? You like them?
I do. I'll just sit there and fucking start busting out laughing.
Look
Went
at
on
this
a
guy.
huge
He's
rant
done-
about this.
He's lit a whole cigarette up and everything.
He's
All
getting
right.
he's getting frustrated because
No, I'm
we're
not
at the
getting.
Silent
I'm
Hill
not
movie.
getting frustrated. I'm getting ready because boy, are we about to take a little Silent Hill lesson here. All right. So, the sirens. Are you guys familiar with what the sirens actually are?
Oh. What'd you say?
The sirens in Silent Hill. When the sirens start
What about-
playing, do you know what they actually are?
The
No.
door-
Yeah. They are sirens. They're like firehouse sirens.
Yeah.
So what
Ah.
happened is back in like I think it was the 1800s. There was in Silent Hill there was this house, and in the house was this one girl, Dahlia Gillespie. Was it Dahlia Gillespie? Gillespie, something like that. Hi there, Danny. So Dahlia Gillespie, she was like, everyone thought she was a witch. All right, she was a child, like
Yeah.
Yeah,
10.
I'm remembering this from the story or from the movie. I remember this from
Yeah.
the movie. 'Cause I'm not big into horror games, so I don't play very many of them. But I remember that from the movie.
I'm a scared little bitch, but I love horror games. So then what they did was they burned down Dahlia's house because
her
she was
inside
with
of it.
her inside of it. Okay, so killing her instantly. So that's what that siren is the siren of the fire station. You know, getting fire or getting firefighters.
I love
Well-
lore. Keep going.
Well, here we go. I could talk about Silent Hill lore all day long.
Maybe we'll make a little segment for that for next week or something.
Yes.
But keep
Yeah.
going. I want to hear more.
So on the farm on the property that that Dahlia Gillespie was in, they were growing something called White Claudia. All right. So White Claudia is a hallucinogen used in like medicine to as like an anesthetic. Okay.
Mhm.
So when the house burned, the White Claudia burned, taking out all this gas into the air, causing people to hallucinate. So the theory in the Silent Hill mythos is that in Silent Hill, how there's all that fog, it's not really fog, it's residue from the White Claudia that burned, covering the area. So when you are inhaling it in Silent Hill, that's you're actually like just seeing normal people walk around, and that's who you're killing in Silent Hill. And that also explains why everyone has a different experience in Silent Hill. Even though the layout is the exact same, that's why you don't see things like Pyramid Head in Silent Hill 1 or Silent Hill 3. That's why you see Robbie the Rabbit, why Robbie the Rabbit's like walking around in Silent Hill 3 and not in like 2 or 1. And that's why the nurses look different in all the Silent Hill games. Is because of the White Claudia in the air. And when
So
that's like the mist and shit, the shit that you see.
Mm-hmm.
Like the fog is what they call it.
So that's not just it's a hallucinogenic. Everybody's tripping.
Bingo.
Yeah, that's the fog that comes over all of Silent Hill.
Bingo. And that's why the world like seems to change as soon as you get inside Silent Hill's limits, because the White Claudia, think of it as like ground fucking zero Hiroshima or Nagasaki with radiation, or Chernobyl, or 3 Mile Island, but with the dankest of weed.
Yeah.
The dankest of kush.
Plus you're on mushrooms and LSD at the same time.
You guys say there was a state that actually legalized mushrooms?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
I've seen that.
Yeah, wasn't it like Oregon or something?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know the name, psilocybus or whatever it is.
Yeah.
But
yeah, so that's Silent Hill for you, right there.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
Sense. So that's why Pyramid Head cannot be in the original Silent Hill movie, because he's linked to a very specific character who had a very specific backstory and demons. And when he went into Silent Hill to meet his wife,
manifested.
It comes out as a manifestation of a normal object or a normal person who's also possibly tripping balls the same way, but he sees it as a different thing because he's having just a terrible trip. He took some bad LSD.
That's your education of the week,
that's
folks.
That's your fucking Silent Hill lesson right there for you folks.
Interesting.
I could go on forever.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that it was. I mean, I knew about the story with the girl, but I didn't know that the sirens are supposed to be the fire horns.
And it's all.
I didn't know about the mist being hallucinogenic.
Because the second the alarm goes out in the movie, the alarm goes on.
Everything
changes. Everything becomes more rustic. Everything looks more burned down.
Yeah, everything's all burnt and shit.
And like rusted and that kind of stuff, almost like what a house would look like if it just had a fire.
Look at that.
Bingo. There we go.
I didn't know about that. I didn't know that character was supposed to be a manifestation of the dude's subconscious regret and all that stuff.
Because the girl that enters the movie in Silent Hill, she is the reincarnation of Burned.
Of
the little girl burned?
Yeah.
Well, okay, that they also got that wrong in the movie, but okay, we'll.
Well, I'm just saying that's how the movie was, though. But it was.
What's the gist of what she really is?
Okay,
it's not that.
So that girl is just Harry Styles, not Harry Styles. I forget Harry.
Fucking One Direction.
I forget his last name.
I know you're talking.
Can you imagine?
Yeah, not Harry Styles.
Yo, we should make a fucking Unreal Engine of Resident Evil and then put like pop culture or pop icons in it. You can play as like those guys. Actually, I don't know pop culture, like what music people are listening to.
It is.
I listen to podcasts.
Not
it's not
Alyssa
music.
Gillespie. Not Sybil. Mason. Harry Mason. Harry Mason's son or daughter is just his daughter. Like no problem, no issues.
Nothing special.
Now,
why'd she disappear out the car in the first place?
Because she's a fucking kid. They're stupid. Now.
Oh, I would beat the shit out of that child. She got car that disappeared. Oh.
Now the reincarnation of Dahlia, or not Dahlia. Dahlia's the older lady.
Yeah.
Alyssa.
Yeah,
I think-
Alyssa.
Yeah, Alyssa Gillespie.
Alyssa's the chick, the ones that is the fried
Yeah.
little girl.
Yeah. So Alyssa is the reincarnation of Heather if you get the good ending in Silent Hill 1, where Harry and Sybil Bennett get out of Silent Hill together with a baby. So that's if you beat the final the final boss, the hidden boss after beating the game at minimum, I think 2 times. Heather is like the reincarnation of her,
Mm-hmm.
who is Harry's canonical daughter now, because his regular daughter just fucks off and dies. I don't remember. But all that shit about the farm and the White Claudia, all of that is explained in a very, very specific note that's only found in the police station that you can only get to on your 3rd playthrough of the game.
Of which one? Number 1?
The first one, yeah.
That's insane.
It's a hell of an Easter egg.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, Silent Hill has the best endings of any video game. They have UFO endings.
How many endings?
They have some joke
How many endings are there?
Like this shirt here that I'm wearing that says that's a dog that says so it was all your work is from Silent Hill 2. All right, so Silent Hill has like their serious endings, their good ending and their bad ending, and then they have some joke endings. Every Silent Hill game, I think except for Downpour, has an alien ending. And then a joke ending.
Really?
Silent Hill, what is it? I think it's Silent Hill. Is it Homecoming? Yeah, Homecoming had probably the best one. Even though, no, not Homecoming. 4, The Room, had probably the best UFO ending in any video or in any of this in the entire series, where the main character is just sitting talking to a therapist, and the main character from 2 comes in. James Sutherland is like, was it 2 or 3? I can't. No, damn it, I can't remember. But the main character from 2, James Sutherland, comes in. And he's like, "Hey, doc," and then the doctor's like, "James, it's not your turn yet." And then it pans over to him, the doctor, and it's like a fucking alien.
That's funny.
But this shirt right here is the dog ending. A Shiba Inu with wearing a headset from Silent Hill 2. There's an ending called the dog ending where you have to, on your minimum fourth playthrough, you can get a key. And that key will open up a door to get you to a doghouse where you'll find another key. Now, if you go and grab that key and open a specific door near the end of the game, James Sutherland will walk into a door. It will start a cutscene. James Sutherland will walk into a door, and there's a fucking dog, a Shiba Inu with a headset on and a microphone, flipping switches like a dog would. And there's all these monitors everywhere. And James Sutherland walks in, he goes, "So it was you all along," and gets on all his hands and knees and just starts sobbing, and the dog just gets off the stool that it's standing on and goes and barks and licks James Sutherland's face. And then roll credits to the dog just barking in a tune.
That's what hallucinogens will do to you.
That's
Jesus.
fucking amazing.
It's fantastic.
That's your education,
like,
folks.
that's why I love Silent
Enjoy it.
Hill. Because it's goofy and serious at the same time. But anyway,
Enjoy it.
I have no idea where we got off on that tangent. Holy shit.
That was a nice one. That was a good gaming topic for.
That was phenomenal.
Going in the title.
I still, yeah. The Silent Hill dog ending.
Yep.
Yeah. Lore. Silent Hill lore will probably get more
Yeah.
I like it.
clicks.
Okay.
Go ahead.
I have a few other things.
Yep.
Sonic movie delayed. We already talked about that. Star Ocean First Departure R got announced by Square Enix.
Squeenix.
So
Really?
Yeah. New
That
Star
was
Ocean.
one of Star Ocean for. I don't remember if it was for PlayStation or Dreamcast. I think it was for PlayStation. It might have been Dreamcast. It was like
PlayStation.
the first. It was.
Mhm.
Okay, it was PlayStation. Was one of the first like I played Chrono Trigger and I played a lot of the
Chrono
other
Trigger's
ones.
So good.
It is, but I played those as a little kid.
Yeah.
Star Ocean was like one of the first ones I played as somebody that had more,
A concept of
Mhm.
everything.
right? That game was awesome. That
Oh,
was the first time I played a game and really regretted the choices that I made.
Yeah.
Like, if you played it, you go from disc 2 to disc 3, I think it is.
Yep.
Yeah.
You have to switch discs.
Mm-hmm.
And depending on what you do, a couple of the characters from disc 1 don't make it to disc 2.
Yeah.
And that was like the first time I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
But
All the time I put grinding into that character and they're gone.
They're gone. They're see you later. See you later,
Yeah.
fucker. First Departure R is a remake of the PSP game from 2007, which in turn is a remake of the original Phantasy Star from the Super Famicom. It's coming to Switch and PS4 sometime in the future.
Nice.
Telltale Games is a company that made some pretty decent video games that all are basically the exact same game with the illusion of choice, much like every David Cage game ever made. Their games are slowly being removed from digital stores because their company went under late last year, I do believe, or early this year. So a lot of their games are getting removed from Good Old Games, and a lot of them are going to be removed soon from Steam.
Really? The Batman one was entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think that's one of them too. I loved The Walking Dead season 1. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was a great game, great experience. I enjoyed the hell out of it. And same with The Wolf Among Us was pretty good. But I don't like this, man. You're just taking away no matter what you think of their games, no matter how much you say they're the exact same game over and over again, or their shitty business practices, or any of that stuff that they've done to their former employees. I mean, it's just terrible that they're taking this stuff away from these digital stores.
Yeah, why not? Somebody has to have the rights to them, right?
Exactly. Yeah, someone has to have the rights. I'm sure someone might have bought up some of the licenses.
You'd think. Well, it might be a little tricky considering they're all
based off different
off of trademarked things.
Mhm.
So maybe even like Left 4 Dead, maybe whoever holds the license to that now, I don't know, bought it. I don't know, or took it.
But
I wonder how that works.
Yeah, it's just terrible. Like, this art is being taken away from us, so it's going to be impossible for younger generations or new generations of players to experience these
enjoy
games.
it.
Yeah, or
Right.
at least
They'll
in
have
an
to watch
easy
it on
way.
YouTube.
Watch it
Yeah.
on YouTube or buy the
That's
physical
about it.
copies that are going to be excruciatingly expensive. So yeah, that sucks. I hope someone is able to take care of that and bring them all back. Here's a little anime news real quick. Withering with You is the new movie from the director of Your Name, which was a fantastic movie that I talked about on one of the anime corners. That's coming to U.S. theaters in early 2020. You will definitely see me there.
Today's.
Here's something funny. The next Call of Duty video game. We like Call of Duty. Call of Duty's pretty good sometimes when it feels like it. So there was a leak about what the next Call of Duty game is going to be called.
Call of Duty Sesame Street.
Nope.
Close.
Even dumber than that.
Uh-oh.
Call of Duty.
2 a.m. at the Krusty Krab?
Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
That's going to make it real annoying when people go to look up YouTube videos.
Yes.
It
For
definitely will be.
multiple reasons. For those
Not
who
only
don't
is that
know-
already a game.
Yeah, Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare is a video game. A great video game, but a video game nonetheless.
So essentially what they're doing is they're taking the Fast and the Furious motto. So it's the first one is the Fast and the Furious.
That
The
is-
fourth one is Fast and Furious. They took out those. Two different movies. And now
Yeah.
instead of Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare, it's Call of Duty Modern Warfare.
Yeah, it's going to make it very fucking confusing when you're looking up this game in like 5 years, 10 years. And it's
Well,
like,
all anyone
do
ever
you
calls
mean-
it.
Do you mean
they're going to
Modern
call it
Warfare?
Modern Warfare.
Modern Warfare 2006 or Modern Warfare 2020?
Because
or
no one calls it
2019.
No one calls it Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare. They just say, I like
Yeah, I like my Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Fucking dumbasses.
I hope they change it.
I hope so too.
I doubt it, but I hope.
Guys, are you ready to start collecting disability?
Hopefully.
You guys ready for that? Because
Why?
the World Health Organization has made a decision to make gaming disorders an official disease. Effective
Schroeder go?
January 1st, 2022. Yeah, where'd Schroeder go? Schroeder, we miss you.
Oh,
What the hell's going on?
I don't know. Your
Your camera's not there anymore.
yeah, camera keeps.
It's just loading and loading and loading.
Yeah.
Can
Oh.
you see us?
Oh, there you are.
Hey!
Hey, you're back.
I have no idea what the hell. I bumped the cord. Don't switch.
Uh-oh.
Stop it. I don't know what the hell just happened.
Yeah, I've
I'm
seen
back.
that. The fucking disabilities for gaming.
Yeah, you
Jesus.
guys ready for that? Gamers, rise up.
Well, it would, I can understand. I mean, there's an addictive thing to it.
It is, yeah, it
Yeah.
can be very
I
addictive.
suppose.
And my final piece of news today. This is a little bit
Like
older.
alcoholism.
This is a little bit older news. But do you guys remember way back when we first started the podcast? Probably like episode 3 or 4. Where I was praising the Epic Games Store. And being like, yeah, it's going
That's
to
gonna
kill
be the best one.
it's going to kill Steam. You guys remember that?
Sure do.
Mhm.
Boy, was
Yeah.
I wrong. Boy, was I wrong.
Wah, wah, wah.
You guys want to know what my note that I put here for the in my docket here is?
That you hate it.
No, the Epic Games Store is a fucking joke. All right. So they just recently had a sale going on where they gave you $10 off anything $15 and above. $10 off. They gave you $10 basically. Buy whatever you want, including pre-orders. So things like Vampire the Masquerade 2 or Borderlands 3, you can save $10 on. Sweet. This one guy, the one streamer, Angriest Patrick Bovine, he pretty big guy, pretty big on the streaming game, does a really great podcast, was part of a really great YouTube channel. Fucking great, funny guy. He bought 5 games, ranging between $5 and $50. He got flagged for fraud from the Epic Games Store. Like, he could not buy other games because his account was considered fraudulent because he bought 5 games in a row. All right. So you guys are asking,
He couldn't have been the only one that did that, though.
especially during a sale.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. During the
Yeah.
Steam sale,
Yeah,
Steam be taking most of my money.
Yeah.
During Christmas.
exactly.
Well, not anymore. I feel like I have all the damn games I'm ever gonna want.
So
But-
he made 5 transactions. I think he said during his podcast, totaling to about like $250 or so, and he got flagged for fraud. Now, I know what you guys might be thinking. Why did he make 5 separate purchases? Why didn't he just buy it all at once? Right?
Yeah, that's a good question. That's okay.
He couldn't. Because the Epic Store does not have a shopping cart. Let me pull this up real quick. Let me pull up because it seems to be the big thing nowadays with video games having roadmaps for down the line. You know,
Yeah.
Fallout has it, Anthem had it, you know, Division has it, all this kind of stuff. Let me tell you the Epic Games Store roadmap for a service, a game service that you, a Steam, if you will. All right. So here's the near tier. So this is coming within 1 to 3 months. Cloud saves,
Okay.
add-on
good.
purchase checks.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
So it will check to see if you have add-ons.
Oh, like mods and stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not mods, like DLC.
Oh shit, okay.
Search by genre and tag.
Keep
so
talking when you guys are done with
revolutionary.
this. I'll be right back. Keep talking when you guys are done with this. I'll be right back.
Okay. Improving.
That's very revolutionary.
Yeah. Player playtime tracking. Humble Bundle integration. So that's coming
It sounds
new.
like good things.
Yeah. You know, things that should have probably already been there. You know, a fucking search.
Search functionality would be useful on a on a Steam-like search or service.
Midterm. So this is within the next 4 to 6 months. These should be in the clients.
Implemented. Yeah.
User reviews. Wish lists.
Maybe they were just, maybe they released it in the first place as a test to try out to see how it would flow, and then
Price adjusting bundles.
oh my word.
Additional payment methods.
Wow, what the hell did they do? Just put up a website and freaking mail? Like, there's some guy in a little room just fucking mailing you the disc? Like, what is this?
Within the next 4 to 6 months, they're gonna add mod support.
Well, they got some growing to do. They're not going to compete very well until they get all this stuff figured out.
Okay, and then here's the long term. This is coming greater than 6 months. So this is coming, 6+ months out. And these are the things that there's 2 things on here that are really egregious. Achievements, which why the hell didn't they have that to start with? And their shopping cart.
What happened with the guy that got banned?
Oh, he ended up
he
getting
sent a ticket in, and okay,
Yeah.
he sent a ticket in. And...
So what he said to their credit, to Epic Games' credit, he emailed an actual live person and they responded to him. So it wasn't automated.
Cool.
But
that's good.
Over 6 months from now, they're going to add a shopping cart.
How hard is it to add a goddamn shopping cart?
Exactly. I'm sorry.
How hard is it? Why the hell would it take that long to do any of that stuff?
Why didn't have it from the first place?
I can understand why they might not have had it in the beginning, just because maybe they were feeling the waters and they didn't want to invest a ton of time into it if it wasn't going to vibe.
I could see if it was like a
okay,
beta
yeah,
thing
if it was in
with
beta,
like
yeah.
2 games on there, Fortnite and Fortnite. But no, this is a store that is reeling in, trying to entice AAA developers to bring their games to this platform instead of Steam, instead of Origin, instead of anything else. Good old games. This is trying to entice people to it.
Sure ain't very appealing to me
and
yet.
The worst, even what's equally as bad, is that during this sale, they didn't tell the developers that they were having this sale. They just figured, hey, we're gonna bite the bullet on this $10 off, so they're not gonna care.
Until it equals a ton of money.
Yes, exactly. So companies like the companies that are making Vampire the Masquerade and Borderlands 3, they're like, dude, what the fuck? We don't want a sale. We don't want no goddamn sale on these games. Take it off.
Mark says, I think the issue is the way it's coded. It's coded like a beta, and there should have been a code there to handle multiple game items in the cart instead of just one. I have a feeling their platform is written to just handle one game at a time. Oh, okay. Yeah. That makes sense.
And so Epic took Vampire the Masquerade and Vampire the Masquerade 2 and Borderlands 3 off of the sale. You want to know how they took it off sale? They fucking delisted it because they cannot take things off sale because of how it's made. Because of how their platform is made, they do not have the ability yet to take shit off of sale prices. Like,
they just removed it?
They just removed it. And then you have like small indie companies, like this company that's making this game Hades, which is supposed to be pretty good. I think they made Risk of Rain or
Have you seen the previews for Risk of Rain 2?
No, I haven't.
It looks pretty good.
Yeah, it looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it's like it reminds me of like a cell shaded Monster Hunter type world that you're in with lots and lots and lots and lots of monsters.
Oh, check it out.
Yeah, it looks like it's gonna be fun.
But these guys, okay, small little indie team, they see this game is their game is $5, just one day out of the blue, and they're like, the fuck?
Well, do they get compensated? Like, I actually have wondered that when Steam puts a sale on, do they?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
Compensate the original distributors like the same?
Oh, I'm sure they do.
And then they just take the hit?
Yeah, most likely. But
I hope so.
I would hope so too. Yeah, but these guys are looking at their game and they're like, "Hey, this is devaluing our game." So what they did, which is kind of shitty, but I can see where they're coming from. It was originally like $15, okay? That's the normal price. But with the $10 off, it dropped it down to $5. So what this company did, they raised the price of their game to $25, or to I think it was like $20, $25. So that $10 would knock it back to the original price.
Okay.
So everyone was shitting all over this company that did that until they came out and were like, okay, that's fine. Shit on us all you want. But imagine how we're feeling. We didn't get told at all that our game was going to be dropped $10. We didn't want them to devalue our game because people are going to look at it and be like, oh, it's only $5. It must be shit. So for our best interest, we jacked the price back up.
I bet they did get a lot of flack for that.
Oh, they did. And then everyone's flack got redirected to the Epic Game Store because of how trash it is.
Alley-oop.
But yeah,
That's funny.
6 months, greater than 6 months, is when their shopping cart's going to be added.
Yeah.
My fucking God. I will never say anything good about any other platform that isn't Good Old Games. The Good Old Games launcher is fantastic. I've never once had a problem with it. And it's great. I will never shit on anything else. I will never praise anything else, I should say. I will never praise another platform. Because it's going to bite me in the ass. Oh.
Hey, man. You were just...
We heard you talking good about us. How about let's change that for a second?
Yeah. You were optimistic.
You were optimistic. Yeah. We're just going to not implement a shopping cart for 20 years.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
So that's it that I have. Let's take a look. Oh.
Hold on. I got two more things.
Oh, okay. Well, that gives you time to load up my...
So this just in, the HBO executives revealed their thoughts on Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Oh.
This was the first time they have said anything about this whole
thing.
Outrage.
So what did they say?
So at the end of the series, there's a young girl basically turns into Dora the Explorer. She walks away, looking for new lands. So due to the outrage, there has been questions, and they have asked, okay, there has to be a sequel now because you can't end on the shitty ending. The CEO of the executives have just said, sincerely, everybody, no.
Nice.
Meaning that they have no plans and they have no intentions of making a sequel, rewriting anything.
Good.
And they are leaving as it is.
Good.
Damn. So they basically said, deal with it.
Yep.
Just deal with it.
Exactly. That's how it should be. Just
so
fucking
they
deal
didn't.
with it.
There wasn't. I expected them to say more, but essentially, the executives have announced that they are taking a hard pass on making a sequel or recreating anything in the world of Game of Thrones.
Good.
They said the ending happened exactly how it was expected, and that is how we will leave it.
Good.
Is what they said. So I just saw that. I wanted to bring that up. And the only other two things that I have is, speaking of gaming things, Steam Origins, the Origins shop, is selling Sims 4 for free.
Yep.
Until May 28th.
Wow.
Guess who spent
Yes.
money on that?
I know.
Aimright. Our buddy Aimright just bought it like 2 weeks
Oh,
ago too.
no.
For full
It was so
price.
funny because, dude, he loved it. He was playing that shit for like 4 days, dude, straight.
And
He
he
was
was
like, Amory, what are you doing? He's like, I'm fishing right now.
and he
No,
was,
I got-
I said,
I put my
ahead.
YouTuber. I put a YouTuber mod on my Sims 4. So
Did
one of
you?
these
That's what he
days-
was doing. Yeah, he
one
did
of
that
these
too.
days,
Yeah.
I'm gonna stream us 3 in a streamer mansion.
That'd be awesome.
I downloaded it, so I now have Sims 4.
Nice. We can get
It's
the
a
fun
we can get
game.
the- we can get the multiplayer mod then.
Yeah, I wanted to
There's
tell
a
you that.
multiplayer mod for that
the-
game?
Yeah, we were talking about it one day. There's a multiplayer mod
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah, so they have Origins does have their own subscription. It's a paid subscription. It's $14 a month, $15 a month. It will provide you with 3 expansion packs.
Mhm.
If you don't want the expansion packs, you can download it for free, and if you download it for free, you do keep it forever, so it's not something that you lose, which is
What'd you
awesome.
say about the expansion packs?
If you purchase Origins Premium, their paid
Origins
subscription.
access, I think. It's called.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
it's their Access Plus, their Access Premium. It's called.
Yeah.
It's $15 a month. You get 3 of the expansion packs, like basically the game within a game.
I think we all know.
That's
what
not
expansion
bad. I mean, those expansion packs for that game are really expensive.
$40,
yeah.
each.
So,
Yeah,
I mean,
they're
if you think about
$40
it, if you're getting 3 of them at $15 a month, it kind of pays for itself for a year membership.
Yeah, so
Let it get
I don't know
anyways.
what else that Premium Plus gives you.
Oh, a lot of games too. Pretty much.
There is a
It's also on Xbox One. It's coming to PS4.
Yeah.
And I do believe it transfers over. It lets you play a bunch of like EA games and like non-EA games. And like what's cool about it is things like Battlefield or FIFA or Madden. You actually get to play, I think, like 3 days early.
Hmm.
And they also have like time trials as well, so you can play these different games. Like you have like a 72-hour trial of it that you could just play it as much as you want, like unlimited access to it. Just after that 72-hour period is done, you could be like, "Hey, I want to buy the game," or "No, I don't want to buy the game." For certain things.
And then the last little piece of news. Speaking of cloud gaming, Microsoft xCloud. They have announced they were gonna basically announce everything at E3, Microsoft, but it is said that the server for one person can play 3,500 games at once without any company changing anything about any of their games. It will be
Well,
the
that's smart.
largest cloud server available, separate from what Microsoft and Sony are doing.
Which I don't know if you heard about that, but there was some development on that story. Apparently, the head of Sony, the CEO of Sony, went right fucking over PlayStation's head.
Really?
Like, he didn't even tell them.
Oh
They
yeah, I
found
seen
out-
something about that.
They found out in an email.
Yeah,
Days
so
after.
yeah, PlayStation, the developers of PlayStation had no idea that they were partnering with Microsoft.
Yeah, they were just like, "You're not gonna play nice with them. I'm just gonna go make you play nice with them. Hey,
Yeah,
let's
I
make a
saw
deal."
that. Yeah, they had
Let's
no
make a
idea.
deal.
Yeah, they had no idea. So that's absolutely hilarious.
Good.
But yeah, Microsoft xCloud will be competing against PlayStation Now, Google Stadia,
Nothing's competing against Google Stadia because
I
it's
know.
not a thing.
and it'll also compete against itself for whatever them and Microsoft are doing. So, but that is
Oh shit! New fudge covered Oreos. I got
Yeah,
an
I've
ad
seen
for
that. As well as I saw that the PlayStation 5, they are contemplating putting a cross-platform chip
Yeah.
into the PS5.
Yep.
so
So you can
that
play
you can-
PS4 games with your buddies who are on PS4.
Yep. So that'd be kind of cool.
Yeah.
Anywho, are we going to releases?
Yep, I'm already there. All right, so the video games coming out for the week of May 26th. We have Constructor Plus coming out on PC tomorrow. Let's see. Blood and Truth coming out the 28th for the PS4. Layers of Fear 2 coming out for the PC and PS4 on the 28th. Crystal Crisis. Is that fucking Astro Boy? What the hell is that? I'm gonna have to investigate that. Hold on. Okay, so we got... Alright, an all-star cast of heroes have gathered to test their mettle in Crystal Crisis, a cute and chaotic new color-matching combat game for Nintendo Switch. Crystal Crisis presented a one-on-one fighting game, but instead of pressing buttons to kick and punch, players arrange falling gems to match colors and clear them from the screen to inflict damage on their opponents. Huh.
Interesting.
So it's like Super Puzzle Fighter.
Yeah.
Dude, Brothers is coming out for the Switch.
Oh yeah, it is.
That's a good game. Brothers is a great game.
Cricket 19's coming out?
Dude, the Switch is getting a lot of games.
yeah.
That's shocking.
Oh, Among the Sleep is coming out for it. That was a fun game.
DayZ's coming out the 29th for PS4. Little Friends, Dogs, and Cats.
Conan Unconquered.
Conan the Barbarian.
Oh, Trover Saves the Universe comes out on PS4 on the 31st.
Oh God, pixel art for the Switch and PS4.
Yeah, I've seen that.
What the fuck is this? Kododama, The Seven Mysteries of Fujisawa. Oh, I'm gonna have to buy this. This looks right up my fucking alley.
Trevor Saves the Universe?
Trover.
Trover?
Yeah. Trover.
Seems interesting.
Yeah, it's by oh, that's PQ2. Trover Saves the Universe is by the people that made Rick and Morty.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Nice.
that's pretty much your releases.
Yeah,
Kitty.
I'm looking through it. I don't see anything else that's really jumping out at me.
Not until June. June, you got a couple good ones.
Yeah.
Mario, Sonic, Crash Team Racing Mario.
Crash Team Racing Mario.
Well, no, two separate games. Just Monster Jam.
They have a game called My Friend Pedro.
Yeah.
Well, good shit, boys. I got nothing else. Do you guys got anything? Good. I say we do the Best Buy thing at a later date.
Yeah, let's do it.
Wow, it's already 1? That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
We did start a little late. So
Yeah.
Yeah, we did.
So, to everybody here at Level Unlock Podcast, make sure you follow, you listen, Level Unlock Podcast, podbean.com, or anywhere podcasts are available. Audio only version will be available tomorrow. Happy Memorial Day for everybody who is listening to whenever you are listening, as well as make sure you email us, levelunlockpodcast@gmail.com. Follow us on Twitch. Where, James?
Twitch,
Twitter?
Twitter, LVL Unlock Pod. Ask us your questions, and we might answer.
Word. For myself, you can find me, Mr. Jeremy, Captain_Geach, at Instagram at CaptainGeach15, Captain_Geach15 on all the other social medias. What about you, Sir James?
You can find me on YouTube at People8 Studios, on Twitch at People8 Studios, on Twitter at People810.
And the one and only, the man himself, the myth, the legend, Sir Jeffrey.
Yeah, you can you all can not find me.
All right.
No,
No,
Leave me
don't look
alone.
for him.
leave me alone. Leave me the
He
hell
doesn't
alone.
want you.
I don't want you guys bothering me anymore.
Leave me alone.
Some fat old guy sent me an email of himself naked and said,
Whoa.
"Good podcast." I'm done.
Oh, sorry, that was me.
That's why I'm sorry.
glad you got it.
Shouldn't even be here.
I'm glad
That was you?
I'm glad you got it.
Why does your body look so old? I just kidding.
It's the layers.
Yeah. Layers of fear, maybe.
It's all the Silent Hill knowledge.
It is.
The Silent
Oh,
Hill
man.
knowledge oozes into my skin.
Those
Hey,
pores
man,
just makes them all wrinkly.
Careful. That's what we called the Silent Hill 7 monsters. They were cuck monsters. Straight cuck monsters.
Walker.
No, I'm on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. What's the other one that people use? I think that's it, right? YouTube.
Yes.
So guys, get ready because we're going to be starting to put out. Both of you guys are joining us on the Days of Our Lives server, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
That's what we call our GTA server. It's Days of Our Lives. We're even going to switch the intro to the hourglass cover with the intro from the soap opera.
Sexy.
Like sands to the hourglass. So
These
is the
are
days of our lives. Yeah, man. It's gonna be great. So get ready for some pretty funny role play. I hope that's what I'm
100%.
going for.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a good time. And
Well,
then
once again-
also on Discords too. And we need
Yes.
to, ladies and gentlemen, soon here we're gonna get our Discord all set up so that you guys can hang out and chat in the side panels and stuff while we're doing our show and ask questions and all that stuff. So
Yes.
we have to figure out how to do it.
Yes, very much so. And once again, thank you guys. Thanks for an amazing episode. Fun. It was very informative and a really, really good one. So thanks for you guys listening overseas, around the world, international, baby. Keep it up. Let's
Mr.
keep going.
Worldwide.
Right, and
Mr.
share with your friends.
Yes. Mr. Worldwide's here. Thank you. Thank you very much. Live Unlock Podcast, the greatest place on the internet. Video game news, fun, and pure randomness. We will catch ya next week. Bumping it up. Peace.
Walker, can we name this episode James's Silent Hill knowledge creates his body fat?